You haven't seen the Back to the Future trilogy until you've watched it on Blu-ray.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Universal Pictures brings to you...
Hello? Think, McFly.
...the most timeless trilogy ever.
I finally invent something that works.
Each film in the groundbreaking franchise on Blu-ray.
Great Scott.
Back to the Future.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future Part 2.
Smile, Doc.
Back to the Future Part 3. Featuring high-definition picture.
Everything looks great.
And theater-quality sound.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
Each film includes hours of bonus features, plus interviews with the cast and crew.
Okay, let's shoot.
From director Robert Zemeckis and executive producer Steven Spielberg, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. Own the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Collection on Blu-ray and DVD.
Rock and roll.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Back to the Future Part 3, the 35th Anniversary Watch-Along here on And I Quote channel. I am your host, Ryan, of course. And joining me into this journey into the future, you mean the past, exactly, is our good friends. Hey, they were so good to us the last time. You got to bring them back twice because two is better than one, right? Please welcome Austin. Good to see you again. How are you?
I didn't know Circus was in town, Ryan. But good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But it's good to see you too. And we cannot forget the one who's got every Lego set that's ever been put out for any movie in history, including the DeLorean time machine from this iconic trilogy itself. Chris Out of Time is back. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Now, are we actually in the past, and this is technically the first time we're doing this, or are we in the future?
Yeah, Ryan, you're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
No, I'm not. I feel like we're in the middle of a time paradox. It's weird. But yeah, thanks for confusing me as well as the person who may be watching and listening to this right now. So thank you. But it's great to see you, and it's great to see you who may be watching and listening to this right now. Do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. You have any thoughts on this movie or any of the movies that any of these actors or actresses or producers, directors have taken part in? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. If you're watching this live or on the replay, thank you so much for doing that. If you're new to this whole shindig, this is a movie watch along. This is how we do it. So you're going to be watching us react to watching the same movie. You're more than welcome to watch this movie along with us from the comfort of your own home through physical media or streaming service. It's streaming somewhere. I know it's on probably 5 or 6 streaming services right now. But we're going to be watching this movie. We're going to be enjoying it. We're going to be reminiscing. We're going to be commentating during the course of this film. We may or may not hear from a producer. Pay no attention to that individual behind the curtain. But who knows? Who knows? We shall wait and see. With that being said, normally we go around the table and we would let you get to know our panelists a bit better, but since some of us are on a little bit of a time crunch, we're just going to do the wonderful thing and just jump right into the feature presentation, if that's all right with you fine gentlemen. So with
We'll
that being
talk
said,
about everything as we go, Ryan. It's all good.
yeah, the whole first 6 or 7 minutes of the movie anyway is just a recap of the first 2 films anyway.
Yes.
So with that, yes, it's sort of like that. With that being said, we're going to begin our feature presentation here at the virtual And I Quote channel movie theater in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go. Diving back at the time that was 1990 when this film came out. Oh, what a time to be alive. I was only 3 at the time, I believe, when this film came out. So, just out of curiosity, Austin, what was it like for you seeing this movie way back when?
I don't think I saw it in the theater yet because I don't think I'd seen the original one yet. But I was 3 when it came out, or 4, so I theoretically could have seen it, but I think I was just seeing like Disney movies at that point, so I don't think I saw this in the theater. But yeah, that like I said, we bought the VHS set when I was fairly young, like maybe when I was 7 or 8. So this got a lot of play when I was a kid. Yeah, this entry has grown in my estimation over the years because I've become a bigger Western fan in the last like 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So I've gone back to this one a lot and seen a lot of the Western, tributes and whatnot. So yeah, I've enjoyed this one more and more over the years.
Oh, fair enough. What about you, Chris? What was it like for you seeing this movie way back when, whenever that was?
I remember it. It was right after an episode of Sequest DSV.
Hey, I remember that show.
Yeah, Jonathan Brandis and the Dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I stayed up with my parents and I got to watch it. And I remembered it. I had seen 2 a lot of times because 2 by that point was already on broadcast TV. So I'd seen 2 many times and I'd never seen 1. But my parents let me watch 3. Cool. And it's fun. And I will say, this is my second favorite Western of all time, right behind another Western that we watched just a few months ago.
Really?
Well, Ryan knows my favorite Western, and it's a Clint Eastwood Western because we watched it here on this channel. Ryan, do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
For
Quick
a few
and the
dollars
Dead.
more. For a few dollars
Quick and
more.
the Dead is my personal favorite.
For a
Love
few
Quick and
dollars
the
more,
Dead.
which we watched on this channel. I did a Ryan watch along with for that movie.
But sci-fis and westerns don't usually mix. Cowboys and Aliens. That movie does not work.
Great cast, though. Great cast. I mean,
Yeah, but
Indiana Jones. It's got James Bond in the same movie. We never thought we would see that, so that was really cool.
That chick from House.
Olivia Wilde, who was an up-and-coming
you.
actress at the time, and very beautiful, I might add.
I just remember is that chick from House, 13.
Well, she was called 13 on House. She was called 13. Yeah.
13.
Doc.
I'm back.
Yeah, relax.
Had a
Doc.
week
Be
to
it, be it. All right.
Can't be Ryan. You just sent you back to the future.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, but I'm back. I'm back from the future. Great way to start a movie. I'm back from the future.
Great.
Yeah, which that meme GIF has been used so many times in the last 40 years. It really has.
Yeah. And then we get a pretty extended credit thing as he's.
Oh my gosh, the opening of this movie is like 7.5 minutes long.
Well, it's the same with Back to the Future 2. Remember when it's just like the shot of the clouds, like just the camera just traversing the clouds for forever.
Except in the first one, it was like cloudy-ish, but like light clouds. This one, it's all dark because it's raining.
Yeah.
It's literally raining at the house,
But at least we get to explore Doc's house a little bit over the credits, so you at least get something to look at.
And they give out tours. They give out tours of that house too, don't they?
And it's howdy doody time.
Not yet. We're getting there though. We're getting there. don't jump too far ahead. But yeah, no. I remember watching this as a kid because I remember watching the first one and really enjoying it, and then my family told me, "Oh yeah, there's 2 more after this." Like, really? There's more? So I watched the sequels, and at the time when I was much younger and not as super wise as I am now, I didn't have my IQ of 160. But during that time, I originally thought Part 2 was the best of the bunch. But as time went on, I became older and wiser and learned more about film history and how film was put together. I realized how perfect of a film the first one is, which hence the reason the first one's my favorite. But of the sequels, Part 2 was always my favorite because when they go to 2015 and you get Griff and Biff and all this stuff, batter up, and size adjusting fit. Like all that stuff was so cool. It's so cool, man. But nowadays, when you look back on the sequels, you realize, oh, yeah, 2's got some good stuff in it. Don't get me wrong. But 3 is awesome. And now that I've watched more Westerns and I understand the Western genre more, it's like, dude, Part 3 is the best of the sequels in my humble professional opinion.
Did you fall?
Part 3 is great. Part 3 is great. And then I became a bigger fan of Part 3 as the years went on, is what I'm trying to say.
Were you guys around when the myth of the hoverboard craze was going on?
When people thought it was real?
Yeah, there were people who thought it was real.
Yeah.
Weren't there people who were writing to Toys R Us and Mattel saying, "Where's my hoverboard?"
Yeah.
Were there like letters being sent in? Is that what was going on? Weren't there like petitions being put out for Mattel to make a hoverboard at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't remember that because it wasn't a thing for me back then. But now that I'm learning about the history of these films, like, yeah, I could see that. I mean, people wrote in letters when they cast Michael Keaton as Batman. There were over 50,000 letters sent in that they didn't want him cast. But who cares? Because he knocked it out of the park anyway. Yeah, howdy doody time.
That was a long cord.
Yeah, howdy doody time. Hey kids, what time is it? I mean, you want to talk about alarm clocks, producer? That's a heck of an alarm clock. Instead of the song playing "Help Me, Rhonda," you're hearing, "Hey kids, what time is it?" I mean, that's the way to.
Well, it's just because TVs back in 1955 just didn't program anything between the hours of like 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. So you just got static, and then all of a sudden, the programming started at 7 a.m.
Yeah. Has anyone ever seen reruns of Howdy Doody Time?
I've seen some Howdy Doody Time.
Is it any good though?
No, it's very simple. It's like him literally just
We
doing
got-
the marionette puppet, telling stories. There's a clown guy that like
Really?
complains all the time. Yeah,
Oof.
it's not very good.
Okay, well then I guess I won't go on YouTube later tonight and start watching reruns of Howdy Doody.
Yeah,
then.
there's a lot on YouTube if you want to, but it's not great.
I'm not going to. If you say it's not that good, I'm not going to waste my time.
No, even my dad, who watched it at the time, was like, "Yeah, it wasn't very good."
It wasn't very good.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a
I
lot.
love
of
the
options,
organ. I love the organ. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the Addams Family. Anyone ever notice that about the organ?
da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Addams Family. Does anyone remember the animated series, the Addams Family?
Yes.
Like the 80s,
One
90s?
in the 90s.
Yeah, the cartoon. Anybody remember that?
Yes, on ABC. It
Yes.
was on. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun show, Chris. That was fun.
1885.
1885. That's a big.
There's the clock he was hanging up back then when he fell and hit his head.
But here's the other thing. That's a big bathroom.
Yeah.
That's got a lot of space. Has anyone ever noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the movie we talked about. What was it last year, Austin? It's a nice place you got here. Lots of space.
That is such a hard trick to do. The magnifying glass trick.
Oh
They
yeah,
tried to recreate it. It is a hard trick to do on film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been living happily these past 8 months in the year 1885.
Mm-hmm.
Scrambled the time circuits. I mean, look how nice his house is, man. He's got so much space in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, houses back then cost about $1,000, so it was easy.
Yeah. Nowadays they're like 250 grand, $250,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how much they're going for? Anybody notice that? So sad. Oh, rent costs have gone up significantly too. They're horrible.
It won't be invented until 1947.
1947.
By the way, the reason it's 1947 is that's when transistors were invented.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a subtle thing, but if you know the history of science, when transistors were invented, so which is essential to the time vehicle.
Did you know that, Chris? Since you're a teacher, you
I definitely did not.
you don't teach science courses?
I teach English.
Oh, English, which is hey, that's better of the two anyway.
Mm.
I prefer English lit or English, whatever it is, or writing. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. And why?
He's the 1955 counterpart. That's me.
Counterpart. That's me. Oh, someone liked my post. Who was that? Oh, it was. Then
Let me tell you, his feelings changed so fast.
wait a minute. Did you guys know that there are electric mini bike races overseas in Japan? I didn't know that. Holy cow! Sorry, I'm getting random texts from friends right now, and they're talking about how there's there's a.
They're telling about how there was a hover conversion in the early 21st century.
Yes.
Okay.
They mentioned that, and then
Right, stop.
there's electric mini bike races. I didn't know there was an actual league for that, fellas. I didn't know that.
You know, there was this one time there was a league for movie trivia. Can you believe that?
I wish that would have continued, but you know, circumstances beyond our control prevented that from happening.
Oh, I'm convinced it will one day. It will. It's not away forever. I'm guarantee it.
I don't know, man. Christian and the rest of the crew, they don't seem to, you know, they seem to put it behind them. Yeah, and plus a lot of the other not cast, but a lot of the members of the family, the MTS family, have gone on to get married, have babies, and got new careers on their hands. Which I'm very happy for all of you, by the way. Whether it's Yodi Riley and Sam Levine, Rachel Cushing, Kalinowski, Shannon, all you guys. I mean, we miss you. We love you guys.
I love that you just you just started pairing people off that happened to be married.
Well, I mean, a lot of them got married like either during the show or after the show ended. So I plus they're the ones I see popping up on my social media most of the time.
You know what? I kid you not. The other day, my Spotify was on, and I had DJ Random on, and Ben Bateman's song came on.
Which one came on? I'm sorry.
One of Ben Bateman's songs came on.
Oh gosh.
We may have to blast, Ryan.
We may have to blast. Yes, sorry. Aside from bantha fodder that's being sent to my phone, we are currently 10 minutes and 48 seconds into this movie known as Back to the Future Part 3. Marty and Doc have just put a hole in the not the.
I like that Copernicus has a little flashlight helmet.
I think that's cute. That's brilliant.
Cute. It's very cute.
It really is. What kind of dog is he though? That's the thing I never got.
He's a little. I don't know. I'm not very good with my dog breeds.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of sheepdog, kind of not exactly, but
But the fact that he keeps mentioning Jules Verne over and over
Yeah.
and over and over again, it's like,
That's never gonna come back.
yeah. But here's the thing: it kind of makes me want to go back and read Jules Verne novels because I've only seen the movie adaptations. So I never read Journey to the Center of the Earth. I never read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What was the other one? I'm trying to think. What else did he? What else did Jules Verne write? Journey to the Center of the Earth. 20,000 Leagues Under the. What was the other thing?
Other stuff. Those
Earth
are
to the Moon.
Oh, From the Earth to the Moon. Yeah, that was another one. I never read any of them. Have you read them, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Are they good? Do you have what editions do you have? Do you have like reprints?
Oh no, I'm
or
not an ancient book collector. I'm like,
Do you have the Great Illustrated Classics version?
No.
Oh, because there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I find Great Illustrated Classics version to be better than the originals because it helps me visualize the story better.
Made in Japan.
You attach schematics, yeah, schematic diagram, the replacement unit with 1955 components.
No wonder it doesn't work. It says made in Japan.
Unbelievable. There's such a little piece of junk could be such a big problem.
There's your problems. It's made in Japan.
No wonder the circuit fails. It says made in Japan. What do you mean, Doc? All the best stuff is made in Japan.
I thought it was China.
Unbelievable. Well, wasn't his Walkman made in Japan or something?
I'm sure it was. It's Sony.
It's
Sony.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's Sony. So that means it was made there. Thanks, guys. By the way, does anyone still have a working Walkman in their
Not with me. I used to have one though.
Chris, do you have one in your
No.
No, you don't. You don't have one.
I'm sure if I dug around in my old shit, I probably still have an old CD.
I want to know where Doc Brown got a tow truck. Why does he just so happen to have a tow truck?
He has everything. He's the Doc.
What wasn't it part? Well, you don't see it in the camera angle, but wasn't it like parked like
It's Army. It's Army surplus.
Well, wasn't it parked like 10 blocks away?
No idea, but it is Army surplus.
I'm thinking it was parked far enough away that it's not in the camera, so that's why you didn't see it. It's like, oh, he parked it away.
Maybe he just rented it.
Or yeah, that's another thing too. Thanks for bringing that up. He could have rented it. Very easy to do.
Yeah,
Maybe.
The truck. Uh-oh.
Oh, what was his name again? Berticus, let's go home, boy. What's wrong?
Now, wouldn't it have been interesting if he just didn't notice that and just moved along?
Move along.
Well, then there wouldn't be a movie because Marty would have just gone back 1985 and roll credits. that was it.
You're not far off, Doc.
That would be pretty surreal to see.
This little touch right here actually makes me laugh.
It's when we get after you wrote the letter. Corrected.
Marty, don't stand there. I love that. That's great. Don't stand there.
Who the hell is Clara? I gotta get another picture. $80. What kind of a future do you call that? I'm telling you.
I think I'm gonna say this right now. I think Tom Wilson's portrayal of Brie Fontaine is his best performance in the trilogy. I think he's great.
I love too that this was
awesome.
this was predicted to us in 2 when we saw at the Tannins alternate.
Yeah.
The Buford Tannen that was part of the video.
Fastest gun in the West. That's right.
Oh, that's right. That did happen. Yeah, fastest gun. By the way, that documentary that was done, and the guy who did the voiceover of that was the same guy who does the voiceover for Universal Studios logo / like announcement trailer that you found on old VHS tapes. That was the same guy.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that? He was the same announcer. Same announcer guy. Look it up. Just type in Universal
Or
Studios.
We were the Browns. We were the Von Brauns.
Theme park advertisement. He's the same guy.
So this is a neat reference too. They were the Von Brauns. It's this subtle reference that he's part of the Warner Von Braun family.
Yep.
When we're forced to change their name. Yeah.
By the way, what's the clock set at?
Was it 8?
Is it one again?
808, 88 miles an hour.
So many little Easter eggs. Jeez.
I'm bringing you home.
By the way, speaking of Warner Von Braun, I didn't know who that guy was until I saw the biopic about the Rocket Boys, October Sky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love October Sky.
Yeah, October Sky. That's one of Jake Gyllenhaal's first gigs, and I gotta tell you,
first movie I ever went to the movie theaters by myself to go see.
Really,
October Sky.
So
I have
a
good film, by the way.
I have a T-shirt of one of those movie posters right there on the wall. I have a tarantula T-shirt.
Of this.
Well, that's the joke in this.
Wait,
I
you have a
love that.
tarantula?
That's the joke
Tarantula?
because Clint Eastwood was in both of those movies.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Tarantula. I knew he was in Revenge.
Yeah,
of the
he's just a uncredited background person.
Okay, because I was gonna say I knew he was in Revenge of the Creature, but I didn't know he was in Tarantula.
Yeah, he is too. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's right. You haven't heard.
Yeah, I have a tarantula poster T-shirt. I love tarantula.
This is something that gets me just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These mountains that you see here, that is basically the start of Monument Valley. That is Arizona, that is like New Mexico. That is that whole Southwest feel.
Really?
California does not have these. Drives me nuts. I'm like,
California does not have them.
Know your geography, guys. Come on.
We can't send you to a populated area or an area.
Yeah, but they went outside of Hill Valley. This is outside of it.
This is outside of Hill Valley,
Not by
remember?
much. It's not by much.
Not by much? Not by much?
He can't send them into a populated area, so they went outside of the populated
Or
area.
they said they wanted to send him to a part that's geographically.
Go back to 1885 Hill Valley. He's got the vehicle. He's got to get there safely.
He has to follow the train tracks into town. He went way out of town.
From New Mexico? From Arizona?
I don't know. Does he? Am I reading this wrong? Maybe I'm overthinking this. I don't know
Because this
why.
is on the western side, or Hill Valley's on the western side. Of the LA area.
Oh, okay. Never mind. See, this is why I was never good at geography.
Artie, you're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Which didn't we? I don't think we got 40 movies or 40 movie theaters until a couple years later when they had Muppet Theater 3D. Yeah. And then they did the 4D with the stuff coming out of the seats. Yeah. Anyone ever go to that? The Muppet Theater?
Oh yeah.
Go to that? Did you guys go? Yeah. Because I went. Oh, speaking of which, did anyone see the announcement that was made earlier today? It's Kermit and Company's 70th birthday. It's Kermit's 70th birthday. Right. Yeah. Happy 70th, Kermit. And to everybody at Jim Henson Productions, we love you all. You're great. Yeah, which, speaking of which, we're going to be talking and meeting again with Guy Gilchrist, Jim Henson's cartoonist, this weekend in Fan Expo, Philadelphia, Chris. So look forward to seeing him and hearing more stories about his collaborations with Jim. He's a very nice man. Guy Gilchrist has been on Anti-Quote before. Feel free to check out our interview with him. It was a beautiful, well put together episode.
Vaya con Dios.
I always wonder what he was shouting. I always wonder.
Vaya con Dios.
Go with God, which is what that means. It's translated.
I love that they're white walls too. That's so funny.
White walls.
They're white wall tires.
White walls. In your size, in your price, all we have here are these old white walls.
All right,
walls.
This is another thing I have an issue with.
Do you have issues with this movie? Like in every 2 minutes?
No, this is actually I love this movie, but those are the wrong natives.
Oh, really?
Such the wrong natives.
Look, they worked with the local tribe. It's what it is. They were in movies, man. Like you do what you got to do.
They were in movies, right? Yeah.
This is the crazy thing. Out in Jamestown, where a lot of it was filmed, there are native tribes out there to this day.
Oh, really?
That are not far away.
Wow.
Chris,
this is not.
Just be grateful they got real natives to do this, and not a bunch of white dudes on horses with red face paint on. Like they did back in the day.
Oh boy!
Can you at least be grateful for that, Chris? Come on.
Oh man!
They could have gone like the old westerns used to do and have a bunch of white dudes.
This is what happens when you become like a super educated person.
Yeah,
like, the disillusionment of life happens.
Yeah.
You know, Chris, we've been out of this for about a week now, and already you're having illusions of grandeur. Sorry, I had to pull a Han Solo on you, man. Oh, geez. And we're going to be talking about Han Solo and Company in, 2 weeks now? So in 2 weeks' time, we'll be talking about Empire Strikes Back for its 45th birthday.
And then this cavalry is a bunch of local, they were like Civil War reenactor guys.
Oh, really?
That all had their own outfits and shit.
That's
all their
great.
own stuff.
That's great.
There's still guys that go, there's still guys that do
I'm kind of sad about that. That's something they don't do enough of anymore.
Yeah,
I went to one in Georgia way back when I was a kid. We went to one in Georgia, like a Civil War reenactment. It's interesting, but it's.
Were you bored out of your mind?
It takes forever to get going, but yeah.
Oh, I was.
That's what these guys are. Is they were like.
There they are. Yeah.
They were like a Civil War reenactor crew from somewhere, I don't know wherever they got them from, but they all brought they all have their own outfits and stuff, so they just come in and get to be in a movie.
Which, by the way, this arrow just mystically shows up because you never see it ever enter the frame until this.
There's no way because when he pulls it back into the cave, there's no arrow on the side of the car. There's no arrow. So that was complete movie magic, fellas.
Hey, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Something smells. He's putting the photo in his pocket.
Ripped the fuel line.
What is that? What's going on there? Is that water? Damn, I ripped the fuel line.
Uh-oh.
No, but see, this is another thing. That fuel line, that bear would have stayed back.
That's a bear.
That
Isn't
Right,
this-
wait a
wait a minute.
Yeah, what
Isn't
about
this-
said his nose?
Isn't this the same bear that attacked Daniel Stern and bushwhacked?
Probably.
Or is that a different bear?
Wait,
I think
it's Winnie the Pooh.
Hey, it's Winnie the Pooh. By the way, I grew up watching that so many times on VHS. Did anyone else watch that?
Oh, I have it on DVD. What are you talking
Do you?
about? Yeah.
Oh,
Where's it?
wait a minute. Did you
I
offer
can
that?
go
to me?
grab it
You
right
were
now.
getting
if you want. It's right over there. Yeah.
But didn't you try to offer it to me one time
Maybe.
Ow.
No, not that.
when
not
you
Bushwhack.
were getting rid of stuff?
No, because there's no Blu-ray of Bushwhack yet.
Oh, there isn't. Oh, I thought
No.
there was.
No.
Maggie.
I guess I'll have to get it on. What do you call it? DVD again.
All right.
somewhere.
So do I get to talk about the ranch now?
If you want to talk about the sure, I'm going to get bushwhacked on eBay.
We'll talk
you
about
know.
the ranch. Okay.
What about the ranch?
So
What's the ranch?
the outdoor shots of Hill Valley in this, as
Yeah.
well as his farm,
Mhm.
were filled up in Jamestown, California.
Ooh.
There was a movie ranch out there called the Red Hills Ranch, where
Mhm.
things like Bonanza, Briscoe County Jr., even Little House on the Prairie for many years was filmed. And this.
Wow.
And I have had the pleasure of going up to this area. The
Mhm.
ranch no longer exists. It
Oh,
burned
man.
down in 1996
Darn
due
it.
to a lightning strike
Oof.
and a wildfire.
Ooh.
But
That
you
sucks.
can match up still like the look of Hill Valley as he enters it. Like you could still match up everything. There's nothing left, but it's still a really cool thing because all the features are still there. It's fascinating. And then the outside shot that they had there, it's the same thing. It's built on the exact same land.
Oh.
It's
Well, you hit your
really
head, Mr. Eastwood.
Leah Thompson can play any role in any period piece. Doesn't matter. She still looks amazing. Still acts very well.
Her Irish accent is very, very well done.
It's pretty good. Yeah, Leah
It's better
Thompson.
than it's much better than Cameron Diaz's in Gangs of New York.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
no, Cameron Diaz's is saintly compared to Julia Roberts in Mary Riley.
Sure.
What was? By the way, some people have said this. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me or not with me, but other people have said this. Do you feel Diaz was miscast in Gangs in New York? They should have cast somebody else.
100% she was way miscast.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
who are they going to go?
Look, I love Gangs of New York.
That's
I love,
dude,
love,
that's
love
a
Gangs of
solid
New York.
Scorsese film.
I love
man.
it, love it. But she's the worst part of it because her
Please!
accent is literally hearty tartar. Like it's very like.
Well, who would they? Who do you think they should have cast?
Anybody, get Kate Blanchett, get somebody, anybody like
Uma
somebody
Thurman, maybe?
better. Just somebody better.
Do you think Uma Thurman could have done it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We can get the bride in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's gonna. Speaking of which, did you guys hear Uma Thurman's gonna be going up against what's her name? Charlize Theron in the new movie The Old Guard 2 on Netflix this summer. Did you hear about that?
No.
I didn't see.
She's
the
getting back into fight choreography. She's got knives. She's got swords, and she's going up against Charlize Theron with an axe. So, if you're a fan of the comic book series The Old Guard 2 sequel is finally coming out in the month of July on Netflix. So check it out. I'm excited. Uma Thurman versus Charlize Theron. That's a badass action scene waiting to happen.
That is so great. Oh,
I even give you a heart.
yes.
Leah Thompson's like,
Irish Catholic guilt.
mm-hmm.
Can I talk to you for a moment, Mr. Eastwood?
What about steak at breakfast? What about lemonsies? Tuesdays?
Yeah,
Anytime.
I'll pull it the Cameron Diaz line. I leave you in the grace and the favor of the Lord.
I didn't know she said that. Holy
He
crap.
says it as right after she rips off Leo. She says it and then she walks away.
Oh
So
god.
one of the reasons too that they use this ranch
Jeez.
area
Yes.
is that just up the way in Jamestown is a state park, the 1897 Railroad Park, and it's part of the state park system, and they have authentic engines from the 1800s that are there, including the hero engine that we're going to see in this film is still there, and I've seen it, taking pictures with it. But there was the Sierra Railroad system, and so they actually ran this train on this track. It was a perfect shooting place for this.
I'd like to see that train one day if you
The
don't mind.
the greatest trick about this that I love that I is just a joy is in honor of the film when it was done. The road leading into where the ranch is now Eastwood Ravine Road.
So it wasn't Clara that fell into that ravine. It was Are you in there, Eastwood? Eastwood's the one who fell into the ravine. Fellas.
So I know the ravine itself. I can't remember. I don't think the ravine itself was filmed up there. I think it was filmed down in the LA area.
LA.
I'm almost positive.
Entering
this
Valley.
is just
Look at that overhead shot. You see
my
that?
backyard for work, man. This is great.
Yeah.
This is
1885 Hill Valley. Look at that.
Statler Toyota.
They did such a good job matching it up with the back lot kind of setup.
That's honest Joe Statler right there. Statler, that's right. Statler Toyota.
Statler horses.
Yep.
Horses, right? Yeah, long before cars were invented. Meat market. Who's that? Who runs the meat market? Do we know?
No, it's just random
some random dude.
There's only a couple of knots. Some of the other ones in the town square.
Hill Valley Festival, Saturday night, September. Proceeds to construct the clock tower. How about that?
The guy who plays the Undertaker later.
Did you notice? Did you notice the date of the Hill Valley Festival?
Yeah, it's September 7th, isn't it?
Nope.
Or September 5th. September 5th.
Remember. Oh wait, that's November. Never mind. Shut up.
I was gonna say it's the 5th of November. Yeah. I saw V for Vendetta once, and that was enough.
But there's a Wells Fargo in the future. There's a Wells Fargo in the corner.
Which they mentioned that in Quick and the Dead. Whoever wins this is going to win $123,000, Chris. Compliments of Mr. Herod and Wells Fargo. Remember that, Chris? Quick and the Dead, baby.
Gone to Haynesville for a hanging. Stinky Lomax. I mean, there's a 5-point movie trivia question right there.
Yeah.
That is a 5-point. Yeah, quite. Yeah.
Manure.
No. You're under arrest for robbing the Pond City stage. You got anything to say?
So that wagon still exists in Jamestown, or actually no, up in Columbia. There's the old ghost town of Columbia, which also is a state park for California. And that wagon stagecoach is still there and operates. People can pay for rides. It's really cool.
Now I want to see it. Man, I got to take some trips out to these areas, Chris.
I know.
Fascinating.
I can't believe I work up there. It's beautiful.
Now,
of course, this is a set. This is all just set work.
And three legendary Western actors.
Doug Taylor, Harry Carey Jr., and Pat Buttram. Yeah,
must have been that.
And then the bartender is Matt Clark, and he's in a Clint Eastwood Western. He's in High Plains Drifter. He plays a bartender in High Plains Drifter.
That's one of the few Eastwood Westerns I've never seen.
Yeah, if you go watch that movie, he pops up. You'll recognize him immediately.
High Plains Drifter. That's one of the
He's another dude that's been in like a million Westerns, just like everybody else. I mean, they did a good job of trying to actually authenticate it with these actors who had been in Westerns back in the day, so they kind of fit right in.
Ice water.
Doug Taylor has an amazing laugh.
Water. Water. You better go dunk your head in the horse trough out there. In here, we pour whiskey.
Now, if you didn't want to order something alcoholic back then, you could have ordered a sarsaparilla, which is basically root beer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now I know
I know of sarsaparilla, but I didn't know what was included in it.
Sarsaparilla is essentially the early version of root beer.
Next time I go to the Old West, buddy, I'm gonna get a sarsaparilla.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna have. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I walk in.
I love that turn. It's got to be that. You got to be kidding me.
You ain't Seamus McFly.
You look
like no. Unless you're wearing that dog ugly hat.
Tom Wilson is so good in this movie. He's great.
Dude, I do agree. I think this is his best performance in all three.
He's because he committed to it. He learned to ride a horse. He learned to do the lasso stuff.
He
worked with a quick draw trainer guy.
Oh, did he?
Draws. Oh yeah, he's talked about it at conventions. So yeah, he learned.
Man, he was committed to this shit.
Yeah, he committed to it, and he kind of modeled his performance after Lee Marvin in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Billy Zane is not in this one.
No, he's not.
He was in the other one, and they were filmed back to back. So I'm curious why Billy Zane.
Scheduling conflicts, maybe. I don't know.
But they were filmed back to back, so I'm like,
I don't know. Different eras, different time periods. They wanted something a little different for this one,
So Mr.
which is
Time
fine because all the three, goons are all funny in their own way.
And by the way, Matt Clark is still with us. He's still alive.
Oh well, that's good.
Born in 1936.
Woo!
So he's 64. He's close to 90 years old now, but he's still alive.
Jeez, really? Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the three gentlemen who's laughing at Marty there, I remember his voice very specifically because he was the voice of the Sheriff of Nottingham in Disney's Robin Hood.
Yeah.
That's how I know who he is. And I think he did another Disney film, if I'm not mistaken. He did maybe a couple. Because I know he did Robin Hood, and he was in maybe the one that came out after that or before that. I can't remember. Maybe he was in the Aristocats. Maybe.
Woo!
But he's done some voiceover work, man.
Oh, the chaw bucket. Ugh. It's back a spit.
Chaw. I'm saving it for a good time.
That's right.
Sorry, that's a different movie, a different era, guys. Yeah. The hammer. He cocks the hammer back, but there's nothing coming out of it now, is there?
Hey, run, squirrel.
Run, squirrel. Dog, dog, dog. Oh, this is how I want my wife to be.
Yeah, Tom Wilson learned how to both ride a horse and do the lasso thing.
And lasso.
That's all him. So he's
all him doing it. No, there were no stunt doubles, were there?
I mean, I'm sure he had a stunt double for a few shots, but for the static shot here, he learned to do all those things.
So
Look
great.
at this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
So,
did all of it himself.
Apparently, he actually almost died in this scene.
Who? MJ?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, because weren't they supposed to have like some sort of a board under him when he was being dragged?
It was, but when they also hang him, they got a little close to too real.
Yeah,
And
kind of like we talked about in Brendan Fraser. Remember, he almost got hung for real in The Mummy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mummy film. Yeah.
Like hanging stuff is very dangerous in movies. It's very dangerous. You're not careful.
Not Marty? Did Michael J. Fox? I mean, did he suffer any like broken ribs or torn ligaments when he was shooting this?
I don't think so, but he had a couple of close calls. Tom, we ought to hang him.
Got the new courthouse. Tom, we ought to hang him. Man, he committed to this Western, man.
I love how he just thinks he could just hang somebody for spilling tobacco spit on him, but all right. That's the death penalty.
This is where it gets pretty real for MJ Fox here.
Yeah.
Oh, but who's this Lone Ranger? Who's this guy? Long trench coat.
Oh, the scope on that gun.
Oh, it's so cool. This is impossible. Cool.
I'll shoot the fleas off a dog's back at 500 yards, Shannon.
Mythbusters tried to recreate this, and it could not be done. Same thing with Arrow and a rope. Can't be done.
So that was special effect or movie magic when that happened?
It's totally fake. Trying to shoot
totally
someone
fake.
down.
No, it can never happen. Okay.
Well, it's why I like in when we watched Quick and the Dead. She was shooting above at the beam where it was connected instead of shooting at the actual rope. That was smart. Makes sense.
Yeah, that was a fun one. That was a good watch along, folks. If you're really into Westerns and you want to know more about The Quick and the Dead, check out the one we did for its 30th anniversary. That was a lot of fun. If your horse threw, should bring it back an hour. Oh,
don't shot that horse.
Well, that's your problem. That's wrong. That's yours. So from now on, you better be looking behind you when you walk, because one day you're gonna get a bullet in your back. Man, there's some good threats made in this film, man. But yeah, if this was my office for 6 months filming this, I would have loved it, guaranteed.
I love it. The freeway is just right over that ridge.
Oh, is it now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's how close they were. All right. I thought they were way out of town, but I guess not.
No. Like I said, filming wise, it's right off the freeway. It's not far.
It feels like it's like 100 miles away.
Well, if I took you up to where I work, you'd do that too. Like absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, if I visit you in your neck of the woods where you work, where is it again?
I work up in Sonora, California.
Gotcha.
And the major towns that you'll see stuff like this is in Columbia and Jamestown.
Thank you. Yeah.
They're all in the same county.
All in the same county. There you go. See, that's what we're gonna do for our next field trip, folks.
Well, maybe she was a girlfriend of yours.
I thought she was some kind of girlfriend of yours or something.
to bring it back to this movie.
So I have a question. When does Seth MacFarlane come into this?
Yeah,
Like 30.
he already showed. He already showed up.
Oh, he already showed up?
I'm sure.
Certainly not after what we've already been through.
Wait a minute. Yeah, they tried to get Ronald Reagan to play the mayor.
Yeah, they wanted Ronald Reagan, the
Yeah.
actor.
The actor?
Who's vice president? Jerry Lewis.
Who's the first lady? Jane
Jane
Wyman?
Wyman. And then Jack Benny as Secretary of the Treasury. Those are, what do you say?
I love that hat. That is a good hat.
All the hats are good in this movie, but that one particularly is just right on point. Does anyone know where we can get one? Anyone know where we can get one of those?
I went to a Ren fair.
Should we check it on eBay there, Austin? Should we go to
I went
eBay?
to a haberdasher
That
at a
specific
Ren
hat?
fair,
Yeah.
and he won a haberdasher at the Ren fair wanted
Haberdasher?
$300. It's a haberdasher.
Oh, is it?
That's what a hat maker is.
Do you have $300 on you? You can get me a hat?
Dude, I wouldn't pay for it. And I like that hat. I was like, I really like that hat. I'm not paying $300 for
You're not
that.
paying $300? No. You don't want to split it? Okay.
Oh,
We
I'm
split.
sharing a hat with anybody.
In the words of Seinfeld, we'll split it. Kramer says it all the time.
I want to see Kramer and Jerry buy a hat together, like a $500 hat, and share it.
Well, he what was it? He tried to get George to get him a real hat from the New York Yankees, like the ones that the real players wear.
Yeah.
And George was like, "Oh, they're all fitted hats. I'm not doing it. And you're gonna go Steinbrenner back and cancel the whole thing. Can you at least get a hat for me?" Fine.
I
What
love how
size?
stupid this
7
is.
5/8.
This is so stupid,
This is
and
a
I love
great
it.
gag. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's just one single ice cube.
It's just one ice cube. It could have been
Yeah.
5 or 6, but it's just one.
Yeah.
The colors, I love that.
It's so off.
Ice tea.
Iced tea? No thanks. It's a refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a refrigerator in 1885. I'm sorry, but it is. I just
Here's the thing too. Comparing it to where I work, you go 15, 20 minutes up the road on the right time of year, it's snowing. It's cold up there. Oh yeah. Yep.
So basically, like this over here in part 3 of Back to the Future is like being in Tatooine, but if you go up there where it's snowing, it's more like Hoth.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna be visiting Hoth in 2 weeks, Chris. So it's kind of a big deal, isn't it?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Has anyone seen the meme where it says, "Hey, I'm going to the store. You need anything?" And it's Luke on the Tauntaun.
Yeah.
You ever see that meme?
I like this variation on the theme, the kind of old Westy variation.
This theme, yes, this is my favorite.
How fast are we going? 24 miles.
See, this was Arizona. This filming, you look at those mountain structures, that's Arizona.
Yeah, I figured as much. It was Arizona. And he's like, "This is the fastest horse in the world. We can only get up to 30, 35 miles an hour." Bartender
Does
says,
Doc not know chemistry, how to turn oil into gas, or?
but he says but the bartender said that's the strongest stuff they got.
Yeah.
If they were smart though, he's made that they could easily drill. If you knew where to go, and you're in Southern California,
You could drill for oil.
Easily drill for oil, and he could have figured something out.
So he could have pulled a what was the movie with
Is that
what's
the
his
fuel
face?
pump?
No, that's a
Fuel
fuel
injection
injection manifold.
Fuel
That's a
injection
5-point movie
manifold.
trivia question right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we by the way, one of these days, Austin, I got to get back into your trivia tournament fights, whatever it's called. I got to get back in there, man. I miss competing, Austin. I got to get back in this thing.
I miss writing questions.
I miss answering the questions, Austin.
Well, that's Seen and Heard. That's a whole different show, but yes.
Yeah, but I got to get back into the fight.
I
man.
love that when the lake freezes over. There are lakes. There are lakes up there,
All right, let's just think this thing through logically.
but they don't freeze over.
Austin
What if we
hosts
find a
30
way to
shows a week,
push
and
it?
we know we can't pull them. But if we can figure
Push
out a
him
way,
into doing a 35th show a week.
35th show a week. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then our producer behind the curtains thinking, "Ugh, I can't do another tournament fight. It's not happening."
Okay, so
Push
this
to
is
my limit.
the train. This is the hero
Yeah.
train.
The hero
is-
train.
It is the hero train.
The
It is-
hero train.
It is the hero train. It is known as Sierra Number 3,
Thank
also
you.
called the movie star locomotive.
By the way, look at the background. Did you ever notice some in the background? They're
the
unloading
clock's
the
there,
clock.
and she's there too.
No, she's there in another scene, not this scene.
Oh, I thought it was this one.
It's
Anyway,
No, well, okay. It's technically the scene, but it's when they're talking about the ravine in a second. She's in the background. You can see her getting off the train right there, way in the background, way in the background. But
So
you'll
this
see her
train-
closer in a second.
This train, it's a
Who is
19th century 460 10-wheeler steam locomotive that is still in service today. And most of the time when you talk these types of train engines in movies, this is the one they use. Even most recently is the Polar Express. The model, as well as the engine sounds of the whistle, is from that actual train.
The Polar Express. Yep.
Unforgiven, Apple Dumpling Gang.
Unforgiven. Wow.
Yeah, they all use the same train.
Well, it only came out 2 years later, so it makes sense.
Great Race. I can go on and on and
Great
on.
Race.
And on and on.
Now, it's
High
when they
Noon.
turn the camera right here. Watch. There she is, right there.
It's right there.
She's right there.
Oh my gosh.
It's Clara. Yeah.
I had mine is blown, fellas. Mine is more
She's right
fun
there.
fact.
And the reason why she almost goes into the ravine and she's on the thing I said is Doc didn't pick her up like he was supposed to. Remember, the mayor just asked him to go pick her up from the train station.
Oh, she's coming in tomorrow.
He's a no-show, so that's why she has to then rent the the carriage or the
horses.
buggy or whatever.
Horses. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
it goes out of control.
Wow. Jeez, that's crazy. I had no idea. Mary Steenburgen was in the background during that
The whole
sequence.
time. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Gee willikers, man! I'm like, you know what? This is great. This is great. You know why? Because we are 42 minutes and 37 seconds into this epic classic Western movie. That's right, it's a Western.
And I'm gonna blow your mind later with something Doc wears. Just wait, Ryan.
All right. Well, Back to the Future Part 3 is what we're celebrating here. 35 years.
I'm gonna really blow your mind with something in the third act.
You're killing me, Smalls. So if you're watching us live or on the replay, thank you for doing that. Do not forget to like and share this. If you have any comments about this movie, excuse me, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. I'm sorry, fellas, but we have to do these things on these shows occasionally called plugs. But yeah, continue your history lesson there, Professor Chris, whatever your name is.
I love it. So this is actually this part, and the railroad line ending is in Oak Park, California. All the other stuff with the mountains, that's Monument Valley. Which
Thank you.
Monument Valley, it is what it is.
Monument Valley. That's a huge monument right there.
It really is.
Ooh. Was that rock there? Or yeah, that was practical. That was practical.
Yep.
Ooh, but that thing breaking in thousands of pieces, that was yeah. That's
Thank you, sir. You saved
I would-
my life.
I would not want to be on the receiver.
My lady's doing all of Clara's lines next to me. You saved my life.
Oh, is that what's going on with the producers?
We need her to do Clara's lines because we need
We
a lady.
should.
To do her lines. Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you wish.
there's a bunch of dudes on a sausage party here, and we needed somebody to do Mary Steenburgen's line.
Clayton.
So
I heard you, producer, by the way.
the only actor in this film, with the exception of when Michael J. Fox was being hanged,
Yes.
was actually Buford Tannen. Did Thomas Wilson did his own stunts on the horse and everything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, stunt wise, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd wouldn't do it.
Where's he try?
I did ask on a show about trivia with my friend Jordan Nellens. I wrote one the other day, and I did ask during that, what object does Clara give to Doc Brown of hers to fix?
It's a telescope.
Yeah, it's a telescope. Yep. And also, I've heard people ask what her profession is. She's the new school teacher.
Yep, she's the school marm.
Yeah, the school
Marm.
Yeah, she runs
That's what they
schoolhouse
said.
next door.
She's the school marm.
Yeah, she's running the school next door.
Yep.
I wonder how they're going to respond.
You know what's funny is snakes spook horses when you play Red Dead Redemption 2 also. That's like a real thing even in the video game if you play it.
Is there a part 3 video game?
No,
Yes.
I just mean like
Yes, there is a part 3 video
There
game.
was
On-
one for Super Nintendo, yeah.
Was it on Super Nintendo or just NES?
Super
NES.
Nintendo.
Oh
Was it Super
wow.
Nintendo? I thought it was NES.
There was Super, back to that sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's damn near impossible. There's a
The horse
opening
riding
level that
sequence
sucks.
is terrible.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's like the Battletoads thing where you have to jump over crazy
Oh,
objects and shit. And it's fucking.
Jeez.
It's the hardest thing. It's so bad. Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, Mirror Steve. And and this is another thing I didn't know until a couple years ago when I was watching this movie with I think it was a friend of mine. and there was or maybe I was watching the Blu-ray and it was behind the scenes documentary. Mary Steenburgen and Christopher Lloyd have worked together before this movie. So this wasn't their first time meeting each
That's
other.
a great movie trivia question in of itself.
Yeah, because when I found that out, I was like, oh, really? Chris Lloyd and Mary Steenburgen have worked together before they even did this movie? I was like, dang.
100 years ago, right?
History.
That's this year.
That's this year. That's right, yeah.
A lot of teachers really just see falling in the ravine.
Then she was supposed to go over in that wagon. Toodaloo. Producer was saying earlier, I will see you again. Oh, yeah, you'll be seeing lots of
okay, all right.
local shop in town.
All right, here's some timey-wimey stuff that really, like, it.
Stop with this. Weird. Stop with this wibbly wobbly.
As the Matrix Oracle is, here's what's really going to bake you.
Because I don't know what a doctor is. I don't know who this Doctor Who guy is. Everyone's been asking me, do you know who the Doctor? I'm like, no, I don't, because there's been 30 iterations of the Doctor in 65,000 years that the show's been on the air. I watched 3 episodes with Peter Capaldi, and I got bored out of my mind. And I'm like, I don't understand the obsession with Doctor Who. I will never understand.
This makes no sense to me at all. So, rules of time travel. Okay, yes. Which they've established in these films. So the gravestone says honored by his beloved Clara, but Doc says, wait a second, she was supposed to fall in the ravine today. That makes no sense with the gravestone that's there. That the time thing doesn't add up.
No, sure it does, because time is linear. It's always happened.
So that book that Doc Brown happened to have with him.
Yeah.
It is The Young and Field Literary Reader, book number 4, which was published in 1910. I feel like my facts are so stupid.
I'm still in there. Just my lady needs to step away for a second. I'm here. Up to 88 miles per hour.
Whee!
Boom. It couldn't be simpler. Couldn't be simpler. Hello?
Emmett. Who else did you think it was?
Yeah. It's the only other lady in the movie. That's who it is.
I want her to go, is that a thing people do?
Yeah, is that a thing in 1885? I don't know. Like, I'm sure kids had, you could make like little toys of things.
Yeah,
you can make a toy train. I'm sure they existed, but
toys.
Yeah, model railroading. I don't know.
Toys. I'm trying to think who. That was
That's another thing. He's got to be to be a blacksmith. You have to be very strong.
Is there a reason? Is there a reason you don't want America to see your wonderful face there, Austin? Because your camera's off.
Because the lady had to step away for a second.
Touche. Commercial breaks, paying bills. Never mind. Because I don't see it here on my producer's notes here, so I was just assuming what the heck is going on. It's all good. No, it's all good. Hey, all's fair and with the studio audience here. But
well, the restroom door you can see in the very background if you look carefully. So I turn off the camera. So
okay, it's understandably so. We get it. Studio etiquette, folks.
Apartment.
Yep.
Let me see. You are planning on attending the festival, aren't you? Of course.
Of course, the festival.
I love that telescope.
Why do you have one?
I do not. I actually movie wise, I want that telescope.
You're a teacher who loves movies, and yet you don't own a telescope.
You know what room I have in my room? I have room for Legos.
They're good for, which includes that Simba that the missus put together, which I don't know how many pieces that was, by the way.
I'm going to flip now. Now you got me asking that.
Because I'm thinking it's 1,500 pieces. That looks like
just make great pleasure.
Yeah.
This guy's got a great voice.
Yeah, but it's too bad we couldn't get Ronald Reagan to do it, though.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if we got Reagan to do it.
Stand for all time.
It is 1,445 pieces.
See, I said 1,500, and I was almost right on the money. There you go. See, I'm good at apparently I'm good at predicting Lego sets for some and how many pieces there are for some reason. I don't know why.
There's a technical person that makes a cameo in this scene.
Oh, really? Who?
A behind the scenes person.
Oh, is it the camera guy?
The camera guy. Yeah, I'll tell you. You know who it is?
No.
I'll tell you in a second.
You got to tell me who it is. He's got a band playing.
Yes, the cameraman is Dean Cumby, the cinematographer.
Hey.
He shot all three of these movies, and he went on to shoot. He was a cinematographer for Jurassic Park as well. He was a Spielberg guy for a
No
while, too.
kidding.
Yeah, and then he directed his own movies. He directed.
Here we go.
Movie, I think his only movie he ever directed was "Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves," the director-video movie. He directed that movie.
So this is a fun story. They did not have a musical number planned, and this was just a joy to have them on set. They just wanted to be a part of it. It's great. So they're on set and they're playing, and there was a technical problem they had to deal with, and they're like, "All right, everybody, wait." So ZZ Top just starts playing. This is just them playing, and it kind of they finished fixing the issue, but this party kept going on for a couple hours. They just let them have fun.
Because it's ZZ Top, so who doesn't want to have fun with ZZ Top?
Who doesn't want to have a jam session with ZZ Top? It's fun.
I mean, which is funny though, because I didn't know this was them in the movie until years later. And then the other thing was, the first time I remember officially hearing ZZ Top was in the Razzie Award-winning film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: Turtles in Time.
So it was
because the opening number is them training and dancing to that number, "Can't Stop Rockin' by ZZ Top. Anyone remember that?
The official story for them is they were just hanging around the set,
I guess,
and they asked him, "Hey, you want to be the band?" And then a camera broke and they had to fix it. So Jay Fox says, "Hey, will you play Hey Good Looking?" Which they did. 2 hours later.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
Well, yeah, but luckily ZZ Top guys fit right in like they come from the old West.
They asked Zemeckis, "Hey, is the camera fixed?" He's like, "Oh, it was fixed after 10 minutes, but I didn't want to start the party."
Wow. But yeah, ZZ Top does a great job because they have these long, thick beards anyway. So they got the Duck Dynasty thing going on. So, yeah, you guys fit in with any time period.
They fit in. Yeah, they fit in. That's Burton Gilliam, by the way, from Blazing Saddles. If you
he was was he also the gunmaker in Blazing Saddles or no?
No, he was Lyle. He was like one of the little henchmen guys, and he's the guy who sings the Camptown Lady song at the beginning. Camptown Ladies sing this song, He's that guy in Blazing Saddles. He's great. He's still around too. He's on Cameo. You can get a cameo from him.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah.
I just told you, even a baby can handle this weapon. Sure, you're not afraid to try something a baby could do. That is so Western right there.
Hey,
I'm not afraid. Let's just stand up there like a man. Now, what you do is just ease on back there, squeeze off around. No. Squeeze back me real smooth. That's the way you do it. Listen, do you mind if I try that again?
It is Wild Gunman. Kids, video games can pay off.
Yeah, just tell me one thing. Where did you learn to shoot like that? 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I don't buy that for a minute.
You don't think you learned how to shoot at 7-Eleven?
Well, no.
Most people do back in the 80s and 90s, man.
Hey, I'll say this, Chris. I'm pretty handy with my real gun, and I played a lot of Time Crisis.
Which, by the way, that's one of the better arcade games is Time Crisis.
It's not that far off. Literally, the first time I went to an indoor gun range, I have a Ruger 9mm, and I shot it, and I was pretty damn accurate with it. And all those years of playing with with those gun games, the arcades actually came in handy.
Did you ever hit the bullseye?
Yeah, buddy.
But did you ever hit the bullseye or get a headshot?
Oh, yeah.
Marshall Strickland.
Damn. And I get to talk to Marshall Strickland this weekend. We're excited, folks.
That's grandpappy.
That's his grandpappy. We're going to talk to James Tolkien in the great city of Philadelphia this weekend for Fan Expo. So stay tuned. More to come on that. I'm just joking with you.
Listen, you know he's guilty of crimes. Why are you not arresting him right now?
He tried to hang a guy in the public square a minute ago.
Shannon, you're nice too.
Yeah.
When he throws this, it reminds me of the scene in TMNT with Raphael.
This is a great line though. That Marshall says the only part I was smelling that when I had you at the end of a rope. That's a
Which
great
is
line.
so gruesome, man.
That's yeah, but like it's so true. He's just like, yeah.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
laws of the West are, but you know he's guilty. What the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
That's how you show him.
Just
So
give him an inch. You
never
could have
get
arrested him right there.
You maintain discipline at all times. Remember that word.
Just
Discipline. Which I know you've heard that word a number of times in your educational profession, I'm sure.
You slacker.
Yeah, but I'm sure you've heard the word discipline at where you work all the time.
I try to use discipline, but
Do they mention that word to you like 30 times a day?
No.
No, they don't really. Oh.
Oh, you think junior high kids know what discipline is? No.
Vaguely. Frisbee. Far out. What was the point of that? It was right in front of him. Oh, Leah Thompson. Oh, jeez. Back to the middle of the set now. Touch back all the way up to the head of the set. Now to your partner. You're through.
Yeah.
I love it too. If you look at the sync up to the music, if you watch ZZ Top, he's still strumming for like a second after the music stops.
It's ZZ Top. They don't know when to quit. Look at that. Dancing with that piece of calico.
He's got a little Derringer 2-shot.
Is that what that was?
Oh yeah, those little single shot Derringer, excuse me.
Oh yeah, he mentions it too when he puts the gun up against Doc's back.
Yeah.
You're gonna get about one bullet.
It really was considered the deadliest gun in the West because like you get up close with that thing, it was so difficult to get things out. It wasn't powerful. But you get up close
because it was a little 22, but if you bury it, and it goes right into you. Yeah.
Told you to watch your back, Smithy. Tanner, but you're early. The Derringer, Smithy. Small.
You see, I told you, it's a one-shot Derringer.
Last time I used it, took a guy 2 whole days to die.
Yeah.
The death inside, it was real painful. It means you'll be dead about supper time Monday. He's so good in this movie. Mm-hmm. Well, looky what we have here. It's going to introduce me to the lady there. I like a dance. I wouldn't give you the pleasure. You just have to go ahead and shoot. Go ahead, producer. I can't hear you.
I'll dance with him.
I was going to say, where are the lines here, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed you have a clock very similar to
clock
Austin.
I know. Yeah, nice big clock. It looks like
I don't dance very well. I've
like
got a gun in his hand.
Right? See my clock in the background? Kind of looks like
it says 8:10 or 8:08. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8:08. It seems right on the dot, just like the movie.
Woo! Yeah. I bet there's something you could do that's worth $80. That is so an evil, conniving, sick, twisted, Western thing to say. It really is. I don't know what kind of boots there are, but they must have been steel-toed because when he gets kicked, he feels that kick, man. Damn you, Dad. Damn you. Frisbee, far out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shouldn't you arrest him right now for attempted murder?
Yeah.
Yes!
Strickland
He literally
easily,
just tried to
Strickland
shoot this
easily
guy
could have
right
done
there.
it.
Yeah, arrest him for attempted murder. That's a crime.
Citizens arrest anyone?
Well, but the marshal comes in right here. What's you guys go to trouble? Like there's witnesses right there that he just tried to shoot him dead in the street for nothing.
It's attempted murder. Yeah, that's true.
Attempted murder is a crime. You don't have to murder somebody and then get arrested. You get arrested for attempted murder.
Cannon, you're nice too. Speaking of which, just to let everybody know where the heck we are 59 minutes and 39 seconds into this movie known as Back to the Future Part 3. Do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends or frenemies for that matter. If you have any comments about this, let us know in the comments of the chat. And if you're joining us live on the replay, welcome. Hello there. Good to see you. And if you enjoy this movie watch long, we got tons and tons more planned for the year of 2025.
You admit what you're doing wrong. It's just...
Tomorrow we're robbing the Pond City stage. If this were 3:10 to Yuma, Russell Crowe would not tell the sheriff in town that he's robbing the bank coach tomorrow.
7 o'clock.
I do my killing before breakfast. 7 o'clock.
Do mine after breakfast.
8 o'clock. I do my killing after breakfast, which is such a badass line to say. And Michael J says it with such conviction. It's like, yeah, he's going to put a bullet in somebody's head on Monday, 8 a.m. Probably not, but he might. You cause some trouble.
Yeah, he just tried to murder a guy with a gun. Yes.
Just a little personal matter between me and Easterwood. This don't concern the law. Tonight, everything concerns on to break it up. Any brawling, 15 days in a county jail.
Okay, so you know what they should have done to prevent the murder? Start brawling with Tana. They both go to jail for 15 days, and then the murder doesn't happen.
Well, here's another thing for you. When I see James on Sunday, I'm going to ask him, James, I got to ask you very specifically.
Why did you arrest me for Tana for attempted murder?
Well, not only that, but the second part of that question I'm going to ask him there, Austin, is what was your favorite scene to shoot in all three? Was it in the Western movie? Was it the future movie or the alternate 85 movie? Or was it the original?
Was it when you were covered in manure?
Well, no, that's Tom Wilson. I'm talking about James Tolkien.
Oh.
Well, how did you feel when they cut your scene at the end of this movie?
Yeah, how'd you feel about that, James?
It killed
They
you
cut
off.
They cut his murder scene.
Yeah, they cut his murder. Yeah, how'd you feel about that? Yeah, I'm not going to ask him that. That's a stupid.
Because that's why the deputy is the one that
it
arrests
is.
him
It
at
is.
the end.
But I'm not going to ask James that when I see him on Sunday. That's definitely not what I'm going to ask.
No. But I
If-
mean,
if
like,
my
maybe,
buddy
well,
Jeff-
if
If
there's a
Jeff wants
Q,
to ask him
well,
that,
if there's
he
a Q&A, you could ask him at the Q&A, like one of those.
True.
panels or something.
But
It's more about the movie in general.
Well, here's a sad thing about me going to conventions. I don't go to panels anymore because they're always posted online later anyway. And the other thing is, I like the personal one-on-one time you get with the celebrities at their booths rather than doing it at a Q&A. So I don't even go to panels anymore, to be honest. To me, I think they're kind of a
guy
waste.
didn't actually work for Colt. He worked for Remington.
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, I was gonna say which Remington are we talking about? Like what kind of Remington are we talking about here?
Steel.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna be. Hey, listen, Pierce. But speaking of which, for those of you who are wondering, we just got a notification from our friends earlier today. Today is Pierce Brosnan's 72nd birthday.
Isn't that crazy?
So happy 72nd birthday to my favorite James Bond from my favorite James Bond movie, which in this case just happens to be GoldenEye, which turns 30 later this year. We're going to be celebrating that in the month of, I want to say it's late November, early December. So stay tuned because GoldenEye turns 30, Chris. It's coming.
Now, see, you're handling that wrong. You need to do like a play along of GoldenEye 64.
I mean, I have a 64 in my storage locker. I could dig it out.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have that and GoldenEye in my storage locker. I could dig it out. Hypothetically.
Oh.
Did you want to do a play along with us in November?
If I have the means to do it, I would do it. Like a GoldenEye was my jam.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll figure something out. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right, but no one gets to play his odd job. Anyone plays an odd job, you're cheating.
By the way, what happened to your butler friend? He blew a fuse. There's your Goldfinger line right there for odd job. Does anyone? By the way, I haven't seen Goldfinger in a while. I should probably sit down and rewatch that.
Goldfinger.
I'll tell you what. If I find a DVD copy of it when I go to Comic-Con this weekend and it's like $2, I'll buy it.
I keep saying this to all my other Bond friends.
About what?
That for me, the best film so far in the franchise is Casino Royale.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Best Bond film. What epitomizes what Bond is Goldfinger.
Is Goldfinger
from the earth to the moon?
I think so.
Oh, our producer just went back to quoting along to the film.
Yeah, she's quoting along. She's trying to quote along. You guys are talking about other nonsense.
Well, Chris keeps yapping. So.
You're talking about GoldenEye. What are we talking about GoldenEye for?
Why did you hire me? You get what you pay for.
You're talking about Pierce Brosnan, who's not in this movie.
Listen. If you don't like it, you can sue me for $80.
$80. You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse, Chris.
Continue your lesson there, Clara. I mean, producer. Sorry. So sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hilarious. While we were talking, I broke my shelf. I'm trying to
Hey, look, it's a kiss under the moonlight and a shooting star, just like in Jaws.
What's that? Who are those two people sitting next to you? Who was that? The Crimes of Grindelwald? Is that what that is?
That is Grindelwald and the Thestral.
What's underneath that?
Voldemort.
What is it?
Voldemort.
It's another Rube Goldberg machine.
Nice callback.
Thank you. Hey, look, it's the automatic breakfast making machine again. Look at that.
Yeah.
Although it's hard to hold a candle to what we talked about last week. Was it Pee Wee Herman's?
Pee-wee's is best.
Pee-wee's is the best, yeah.
Which is Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Pee-wee has Abraham Lincoln chucking pancakes in the air. Nothing beats that.
Yeah, well, there's that, and then there's the giant.
He's got the red. His ass is hanging out. Look at that. Just ripped
Yep.
the
Which,
throat
by the
out.
way, they used that scene as a character inspiration for a moment scene later in 1999's Razzie Award-winning film Wild Wild West, with the
remember
very
that.
voluptuous and beautiful, I might add, still to this day, 35 years later, Salma Hayek.
Hayek.
Salma
By the way-
Hayek is on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition this year.
I
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
haven't.
whoa,
At
whoa,
58,
whoa,
at
whoa, whoa.
58 years old. Yeah.
Back the train up a second. Are you telling me that she's on the cover of this year's edition of it?
Yes, go look it up. The pictures are
All right,
up.
I-
Isn't
hold on a
she,
second.
isn't she in her 60s now?
She's 58. She's 58.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
But she's the featured player in this year's issue. Go look it up. The pictures are out there.
Hold on a second. I gotta see this. Give me a second.
By the way, do you recognize the mortician in this scene? By the way,
Is he from?
he's in the Running Man.
Have a
Oh my
cigar, Mr.
gosh.
Eastwood.
He's the nerdy guy in the Running Man who tries to memorize the codes. Who wants to like break the network codes? That's the same guy right there. Just put a pair of
Morning.
glasses on him.
Morning, Mr. Eastwood. Just
Yeah.
you in a new suit for tomorrow. By the way, this cover for this magazine that shall remain nameless. It's a great cover. Congratulations. I'll just give him that.
Oh, you know what?
I was gonna say anything else I could say probably couldn't go out over national television, so I'll just leave it there. But congratulations, Selma Hayek, if you're watching this. Congratulations, you don't look a day over 25.
This is appropriate, gentlemen. I just found this. My wife got it for me.
Did you? Let me see.
Look at that.
Let me see that. Can we see that?
It's a Mickey pin. but
Oh,
yeah.
Is that a stopwatch? Looks like a watch.
It is a classic watch.
Can we see it? Let me see that. That's very nice. Are you gonna add that to your costume for Halloween this year?
I don't know. I like it. I may put it on like a tie or something, like attach it to one of my ties.
Ooh. Let us know if you do. Send us pictures.
I like it.
That's very nice, by the way.
Look, I love it. The hole in the hat stays. That's a great detail.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So great.
Oh no, no, Ryan. This is for your coffin.
My cop. Well, the odds are going. What is it? 2-1 against. Might as well be prepared.
You know what would have been great if instead of him it was Billy Zane? We could add Billy Zane there.
Yeah. No, this is heavy.
Heavy.
Wait a minute. She changed her name. It's Salma Hayek Penult.
She
Oh,
got
come
married.
on. She changed her name. I thought she was one of the few Hollywood actresses who never did that. Academy Award nominated actor.
Uh-oh.
What movie was she nominated for?
Doc screwed up.
Rita.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Doc.
Oh, the yeah.
This movie would have been so different if he instead he was like Christopher Walken. Doc, what?
The interview was
happening
conducted.
to my future?
Hmm.
Don't call me chicken.
What are you talking about, Doc?
I'm in love with Clara.
After a day?
You can't marry somebody you just met.
Yeah. I know that's like a movie thing, but it's also not a very practical thing.
You don't believe in love at first sight?
I think you really need to get to know somebody before you fall in love with them. I've always believed that.
Oh no.
You don't know somebody until you know their bathroom habits. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, did you know they're making another Magic Mike movie? Oh God.
What?
It's called Magic Mike's Last Dance, and Salma Hayek and Channing Tatum are in it together.
That's already
Why?
happened.
Listen, Magic Mike disappointed me
Oh, it
when
did?
there were no card tricks.
It
There
came
were-
out like 2 years ago.
Oh, it came out. Oh, geez. Sorry. This information is way outdated that I'm reading right now. I'm so sorry. Never mind. But yeah, no. Who cares? I never saw any of the movies, nor do I ever care to. That did now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did Silvestri do this score too?
Yeah, he did them all. He did all three, didn't he?
Did all three?
Ilana Mayer, Alex Earl, Camille Kostick. I don't know any of these people. Suni Lee. Rashama Williams, I heard of.
I can say they were on Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah. Research from producers in the backstage area. Sorry. But we don't belong here. Neither one of us. Listen, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could just take Clara with us. Future? His look
really
as Eastwood is so good. I would cosplay as this iteration of
Well,
Mark.
yeah, that's the real, like, that's the direct copy of, the Band with No Name. That's what makes it great.
I would love
that poncho. It's that poncho.
Yeah, but it's just a different color because the one that Eastwood wears is green. But I would totally go as Marty or the Man with No Name to a Comic-Con. I would totally go as either one.
See, here's the thing. Stage her death, take her with you, everybody wins.
Just that simple.
That's simple.
Yeah, let's find a random dead body we can put in somebody's house and make it look like Clara.
It's the Old West. How hard can it be?
I don't know. You tell me.
People were dying of cholera left and right. How hard can this be?
Speaking of which,
listen, I played Oregon Trail. I don't know how many people died of dysentery. There are bodies everywhere. I'm convinced the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." It's a song about the Oregon Trail. It's historic.
The producer in the backstage area is probably wondering, why did I ever sign on for this?
Why am I invited?
Is that what you're thinking? I mean, you're probably thinking, why is Chris going?
Well, I'm gonna tell her, like, she's doing all Clara's lines, but don't slap me as hard as Doc gets slapped here when it comes up.
I did not know for years that she's married to Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Mary Steenburgen is?
She's married to Ted Danson. Yeah,
she's been married to Sam Malone from Cheers this whole time.
Yeah,
for a while. Yeah.
Jeez. That's a good Hollywood marriage. I support that. Now that I've seen Cheers, I know what the big obsession is with Ted Danson back then. Now I get it. Oh, way to go, Sam Malone and Clara Clayton. That well done, you two. What might that be? Sorry, producer. Continue. I'm listening.
When are we going?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
She started laughing when she said, "Take me with you." She's trying to do the "Take me with you."
Oh.
Yeah, but then she gets all pissed off here.
Yeah,
and we are not addressing her correctly. Academy Award-winning actress Mary Steenburgen.
I forgot what she won the Oscar for, but
it was for Melvin and Howard in 1980.
Oh, geez, I never even heard that, much less seen it.
Yeah, she smacks the shit out of her. Yeah.
Is that movie any good with her though? The one that won the
Oscar.
Oscar.
Right. I haven't seen it, but
I never even heard of it.
I'm gonna go back and figure it out.
The turn. I like even the music turn.
Yeah, she quit. It's a quick music turn in a character.
There's a little tweak of the music, when she turns to it. Yeah.
It's a Jonathan Demme directed film. She won Best Supporting Actress.
Jules Verne.
Keep going.
Imagine me. Here comes.
Good word.
She's heard some whoppers in her day.
That's a great line too. I've heard some whoppers in my day. What do they call a Whopper Junior? They call it a Whopper. They don't call it anything else.
I love you. I don't want to see you anymore.
Keep going. I'm listening. But that's not the truth. Anyway. All right. You were very good, Clara. You were very good.
I don't love you. I don't want to see you anymore. By the way, his bandana. Did you notice? Here's where I'm gonna blow your mind, Ryan.
It's made from the shirt.
It's made from his shirt in Back to the Future 2, the kind of goofy Hawaiian shirt looking thing.
Oh,
what did it have on it? Trains.
That he had on when he, at the end of the movie when they get struck by lightning.
No kidding.
Yeah,
huh.
You can see it. It's the same pattern and everything.
Well, we'll see it when we get a close-up look here in the barkeep shot here, because right now it's a little too dark. I can't see it.
Yeah, but
come on. Let me see it. Can we get a close-up of this?
I mean, you'll see when he puts it on his face later too.
Where's the angle? No Chester.
Where's he go? Sarsaparilla. That's a root beer.
Sarsaparilla. Whiskey. Chester. Whiskey. Emma, are you sure you know what happened to you on the 4th of July? Whiskey. All right. I ain't your papa. I ain't your papa. Sorry. I just don't want to see you do the wrong thing. You
always trust your bartender.
That's Richard Dysart, the barbed wire guy.
Really?
What else? Dysart. He's in the Thing.
Was he in any Eastwood Western or no?
No, but he's in the Thing.
Oh, he was in John Carpenter's The Thing. No kidding.
Yeah.
Which character was which one was he in the Thing?
He's just one of the random like scientist guys in that movie. He's there.
Oh, okay. One of my dreams, and I lost her for all time. I can assure you.
There are other women. I mean, he probably might have been in an Eastwood Western, but he's a character actor who's been around for a long time.
I think I'm starting to notice.
You know, and according to his IMDb, Ryan, you know what appropriately year he died in? 2015.
Great Scott!
He died in the future. Died in the future.
Very sad.
Right.
All you need is love. John Lennon.
That's gotta be
shot in the back. Very sad.
Yeah, Richard Dysart was on L.A. Law for forever.
L.A. Law, man, that's an
LA
iconic
Law.
show right there, man.
Yeah, he was on L.A. Law for
that show was on like for a good time too.
He was in the Thing. He's in Pale Rider, so he's in.
Pale Rider, which is one of my favorite Eastwood westerns. Hello.
So he's in there. Yeah, let me see if he's in any other ones. I'm scrolling, but he was in Pale Rider, so at least did one Eastwood.
Pale Rider's great. I love that movie.
So I'm just scrolling through and see what. But he's been on a bunch of TV.
I'm hungry.
Every TV show. I'm hungry.
Did I hear our producer saying that? My God.
Yeah. I was
gonna say it's all early, boss. What's your hurry? I'm hungry. Like, damn, producer is hangry.
All the watches.
Everybody's got one of these gaudy audible watches. Does anybody walk or run anymore? Of course we
run for fun.
But for recreation. Run for fun. What the hell kind of fun is that? Oh, these three guys. Oh, so good. Run for fun. What the hell kind of fun? Is that? Can we make a T-shirt out of that? Because that is so iconic. That is such a great line. Who wants to run?
Like the Run for Fun Society. We run for recreation and fun.
Can we make that? I think we can make it on.
In a decade, the Olympics will be resurrected.
Yeah.
In 1896, I believe.
But we need to make that shirt that we just quoted. Make happen. Awesome. We need to make that shirt.
Back to the future.
Back to the future.
You gotta say the line of the movie.
The title of the movie has been said numerous times in all three movies. Right, let's get, gentlemen. Excuse me, but my friend and I, we have.
Yeah, do blacksmith.
Do your blacksmith. Do the future. Amen.
Bartender, do you just work 24 hours?
I think he does. I think were the bars open 24 back in the day?
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, most bars did open by 11 or 12, but yeah.
I have a feeling that this is also the brothel too, because you saw all the women of repute.
They were over there, like right up there. You see that?
I would expect, as small as this town is, that this is probably open all night.
We only see by the way, we only see Joey's hands. We never really see Joey. Joey is Joey Coffee. Joey. I wonder if there's anybody credited as Joey.
I love the color of her dress. That is a great color.
They had to give her like 15 dresses because it kept fading because of the sunlight.
Yeah.
Did you know that? They had to make like extra dresses specifically for Mary Steenburgen because of the sun was shining so bright it was taking away the color.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
Oh, so there is a guy credited as Joey. Joey Newington is Joey in the credits.
Just the hands.
Let's make some wake up juice.
Is he the assistant? Yeah, we saw him briefly.
So you're my Uncle Joey. There he is.
Every bartender's got one of these.
He's going to be as sober as a priest on Sunday. You ever hear that one before? Before this movie, did anyone ever hear that before? You're going to be as sober as a priest on Sunday?
Yep.
That is a first. At least in this movie for me, it is anyway.
Pour it on down as gully.
You ever drop that line on any of your friends or coworkers there, producer? Well, if we give this person this drink, they're going to be as sober as a priest on Sunday.
Yeah, or they could be sweating like a whore in church.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, that's what you've been saying?
That's the one you've heard everywhere. It says sweating like a whore in church.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. He's still out. Oh, that was just a reflex action. What was the other note that we received earlier today? I'm trying to think of what it was.
Ding, ding.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
The Hollywood train.
Well, not only the Hollywood train's going to roll into town this week, next week, Tom Cruise has his last movie coming out with Final Reckoning. Man, talk about a retirement tour at the age of 63. It's gonna be a heck of a way to go out for that franchise.
He's not retired.
No, he's not. I know, but because he said in numerous interviews he's got like 50 other projects in the pipeline.
Well, he's got other projects. He just might not do anything.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
Well, he's just not gonna do a bunch of epic action. Like
there's no more Mission Impossible after this, but at the same time, it's like, oh man,
it doesn't mean he's gonna quit acting. Yeah, he's got plenty of projects.
So he's got like I said, he's got a million things in the pipeline. But
he said he's already got other stuff with Christopher McQuarrie he wants to do.
Yeah, him and Chris are working on like 10, 12 different things right now. So
and he wants to make his movie in space.
Is there going to be a movie in space?
Well, not the whole thing, but he wants to literally go to space and shoot a couple of scenes for a movie and do it for real. Yeah, because he's a madman.
Yeah, he's out of his mind. But congratulations, TC Legend. Looking forward to seeing how it goes down with the final.
Well, I want my Les Grossman spinoff from Tropic Thunder.
Run.
Maybe we should get a Les.
You got to go.
I love that it looks like a Polaroid just pops out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just right out of his pocket, guys. I'm not feeling up to this today, so I'm gonna have to. I'm surprised they even used that word in the 1800s. Forfeit.
Well, he doesn't know what it means.
What's that mean?
Forfeit.
Well, what's that mean? I mean, you went without a fight. Not shooting. You can't do. You can't do that.
Ooh. Okay, wait.
Hey, you can't do that. He's like a little kid. Hey, you can't do that.
You know what I think? It's the other turd. I'm giving you.
Buford looks like he could do with a hot bath at the bathhouse that Marty passed at the beginning of the movie. He's looking a little dirty.
Yeah. I got $20.
I got $20 gold bet against you.
I got $30 gold bet against you, so don't let me down. 4. You better fess up to it, because if you don't go out there.
Pat Butcherman has a great voice. Rob Paulson, I'm sure, Ryan, you know the voice actor, Rob Paulson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The original Ninja Turtles and Pinky and the Brain. Said he had a story about meeting Pat Buttram somewhere, and said he went up to him and said, "Mr. Buttram, you're a hero of mine, and I can't tell you how many times I've used your voice in my voiceovers for cartoons and stuff."
Oh, wow.
And he said, well, I'm glad somebody made some money off of it.
So
I did not know that. Okay. That's awesome.
This is a neat little thing. If you just noticed when we saw Buford outside, the flag of California is waving. That's cool. It makes sense. Totally. Except that is a modern California flag and not an era accurate one.
Oh, an era. Thank you. Yeah. Lots of little details like Chris is picking up on here.
I never noticed that until now.
Yellow pass slinger.
That's 10. You got this yellow pass slinger.
He's an asshole.
By the way, in the network for TV version, they changed it to he's an idiot or he's stupid or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. I think it's an idiot. I don't care what Tannen says. I don't care what anybody else says either.
He's an idiot.
Well, that's what they say on network television. What a headache. Listen, back door to this. Yes, in the back.
Yeah, that is not accurate at all.
Oh, now you're noticing the flag. Okay, well.
Yeah.
I tried.
It's always had the bear on it, but it is the wrong placement of everything. It's
Freeze, blacksmith. For those of you wondering what the Bantha fodder is going on, we're 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 33 seconds into this movie. Back to the Future Part 3. Do not forget to like and share this with your closest friends. If you're watching this live or on a replay, thank you for doing so. Hello there. And if you have any comments about this movie or any of the other movies that these actors, actresses, or directors or producers have taken part in over the years, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. And we appreciate all of you for being here. And thank you to Fun Fact Professor over here, known as Chris. And then you got the acting duo of Austin and the one behind the curtain doing the quote along portion of this series, which has been great to hear or see nonetheless. So thank you all so much for being a part of these proceedings, because next week we're going to dial it back a little bit and we're going to go back to 1980. We're going to celebrate 45 years worth of Airplane. I don't know if Austin wants to sit in for that one. But
I could. I do enjoy Airplane very much.
Airplane is turning, what is it called? 45. Thank you. So that's next week. And then 2 weeks later, we get The Empire Strikes Back, which Chris, Brennan, myself, Case, Pow, I believe is going to be joining us.
Yeah, you're gonna have a full house for that one.
No, we got a full deck of cards, but next week is an open seat. So Austin,
if you need me for that, yeah, I do like Airplane a lot.
Okay,
Airplane's
well,
fun.
I'm going to need you because right now I have nobody.
That's fine. I can quote Airplane quite a bit, so it's
okay.
fine, yeah.
Because I was going to say Austin and producer behind the curtain to help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. So
yes, we served fish tonight. Everybody who had fish got sick. Yes, that's
yeah,
right.
I remember I had lasagna. Yeah, have you seen this, by the way, producer?
Hell of an air quit sniffing glue.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Seen it. Okay, cool.
Long time ago.
Long time ago, so you haven't seen it in a minute.
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, this will be a refresher course for you if you decide to sit in the studio next week.
Okay.
It's up to you, though. We're not going to force it.
Hospital? What is it? It's a big video patient. So that's not important right
now. Thank you. Yes.
No, I do like Airplane. Airplane's
all
great.
right. You're going to sit in for that with us.
Sure, I'll sit in for it.
We have open seats for that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, here comes the draw.
Pretty sure I have it on my Fandango. I don't know if
you're the one who has it on Fandango, and I'm the one who has it on DVD because you gave me your DVD copy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, because I have this double feature Blu-ray now.
What's it
yeah,
called?
the first two. So
where is it?
It's right here. Yeah, this.
Can we see it?
One. Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
the double feature. It has Airplane 2, the sequel on there.
Double.
Yeah, but I also have it on my Fandango.
No,
I'll watch it on there.
What?
Seamus is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Up. Takes off his gun, producer. Look at that. Takes off the gun. He dumps it to the ground.
Yeah.
Throws it to the ground. And Buford's like, what the hell is going on? I thought we could sell this like men.
Yeah, the guy who trained him to do this quick draw thing, and he Tom Wilson said he practiced it over and over and over again to get the technique perfect. So he could do the quick, the easy slide out, slide back in. He was doing the little he's flipping the gun back and forth a minute ago, getting ready for it. He practiced it all day.
And Doc's like, wait a minute. Did my best friend just die?
Yeah, did you just shoot my best friend?
Thank you.
That kind of screws up our future plans.
Kind of messes up what's going on, right? I mean, that throws a wrench into things, is what I would say. What kind of gun is that he's carrying?
I think that's a Colt.
Is it?
I think so. I'll look it up though.
You're gonna have to Google the was it internet?
The IMFDB, sir. International Movie Firearms Database.
Yeah. What kind of firearms were used during the making of Back to the Future?
Well, I'm sure the Colt Peacemaker probably is a Colt Peacemaker. I would imagine that's probably true. The one that Marty has.
What are the other?
I would imagine that's probably accurate.
Anyone else?
I'll have to see what Doc has for his crazy scope rifle.
Boom. There's a lot of punching going on back here. Oh, right into the tombstone. Look at that. Oh.
Hey, it's auto playing stupid ads on the website of my phone.
On the website of my phone.
Yeah, I hate that when it auto plays dumb ads.
Boom in the manure.
That's in a wagon of manure, though. That's not a.
So Doc's at the beginning of the movie at the drive-in is a Colt single action army.
Thank you.
So that's the one he has also in the original movie.
Yes.
Same gun. Let's see.
You know what I think? I think Buford's going to jail. Yeah. Oh.
Round him up.
Get him out of that shit. Yeah. See, he was all like nicey nice in that first scene, and now in this scene, he like owns the town.
Yeah, all the other guns in the movie are all Colt versions of just Colt armies. Yeah.
And for the murder of
whoever was on that Pine City stage, something thinking about them. You got anything to say? I hate manure. Is that the producer laughing in the background? My God.
Doc's rifle is a customized 1866 Winchester.
Ooh, Winchesters are good, man.
Bolt action 44. And then, the deputy has a Winchester model 1873. It's a 44 rifle.
Hello.
And then a couple of shotguns. Seamus McFly has an 1878 12 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But he had the bird shot in there. That's what Marty spits out when he's eating, is the little bird shot pellets, that he spits out of his mouth.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Funny. I wasn't gonna say stupid. They were really funny. Hey, take care of that.
Oh, she's gonna subscribe.
Okay.
You can take a drink for how many times she screamed Emmett during this whole sequence.
Oh my gosh. The last 20. How long is left? Hold on a second. Let me do a dial tone. 27 minutes left in this movie, and that she says Emmett
yeah.
probably 35 times.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, especially when she gets to the train.
Look, hey, coincidentally, the amount of batteries he uses on the back of that are exactly how much it takes to power up a Sega Game Gear.
Hey, and I had a Game Gear. My brother,
you know the comedy of that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. My brother had a Game Gear back in the day, and I would just piggyback off of it and use it to play the Star Wars video game. Does anybody remember the Star Wars game?
I still have my Game Gear.
Do you? But
If it wasn't for the battery issue, it was a great system.
But as long as if you had the plug and you played it at home, just plug it in the wall. It was fine.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you does the Game Gear of yours still work?
Yeah.
Do you still play it?
No, because I have all those games on my emulator. Has all the Nintendo Game Gear, Genesis, all the games on it. So if I want to play a Game Gear, I can play it on there.
You could just okay.
Yeah, I can play it on my big screen. Yeah.
What was your favorite game to play on Game Gear?
Jurassic Park.
Oh God.
Jurassic Park was a good game.
So all right,
it was okay.
This is another cool thing with the
wasn't
train.
Great.
When they get going for the final moments with the train,
yeah.
The train is not actually pushing the DeLorean; it's pulling it. Insurance-wise, they did not want the train pushing it, so they had to pull it and reverse the footage. So everything that they do in the film is actually reversed once they stop the train. They stop the train, get everybody off. Then all the rest of it is reversed.
You see this right here, Chris?
Yeah.
Mind blown. That's awesome. I had no idea.
If you watch, what's funny is when they look down at certain scenes, if you look at the tracks, you could tell that it's actually in the reverse direction that it should be.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this footage when we get to that part. Chris, I'm gonna keep an eye on that footage. All right.
And I think it's when they have the DeLorean. I think when they're looking down.
Hey, look, that's his shirt. Look at it, Ryan. It's his shirt.
Oh, it is his shirt. Yeah, it is.
He made a bandana out of his shirt.
Is this a holdup? No, it's a science experiment. Just stop the train just before you hit the switch.
Science experiment.
That's a nice looking train, by the way.
It is a real train.
What's that say? Is that a 131?
You know that the one they threw off the cliff is like
that train is Sierra number 3.
That's a 131 right there.
460 10-wheeler.
Whew. Uncouple the cars from the tender.
Yeah, and then they made a little model one that they threw off the cliff.
Yeah, that was definitely a model. You can definitely tell.
Well, it's very accurate. They just made it about a quarter size, but it's very, very cool.
But still, it's good model work.
Oh yeah,
but it's model work and practical effects. So, number 131, as they say on the train. Oh man. I've wanted to do that all my life. See, so much history there. I mean, I remember my dad taking me to the. Has anyone ever been to the B&O Train Museum in Baltimore? Has everyone ever been there? There's a lot of good history there about trains. In case anyone's ever.
No, but I did own Baltic Avenue once.
Oh, really? Well, if you ever find yourself in Baltimore, Maryland, Chris, visit us at the B&O Railroad Museum. We got a lot of history there for you. Oh, here it is. It's about to stop. And we're getting the fire logs out of the car. What exactly are these things anyway? My own version of Presto.
Presto logs.
Presto. There's a product placement.
Presto. Well, we use the word like Presto logs the same way we use Kleenex. It's a brand, not an actual type of product.
Or like Ziploc.
Oh, jeez. Producers.
Yeah.
So this train line that they actually use connects to the Jamestown Railroad and the Sonora Railroad.
Wow.
So it's all genuine.
By the way, the wheels on the DeLorean look really good too. The train wheels, they look really good. Nope. See, it's pushing it right now.
It's a 3-mile little stretch, and I feel like they go way further than 3 miles during the sequence. Just realistically.
Man.
I mean, you know how fast you go 3 miles when you're going 70, 80 miles an hour on the highway? It only takes about 3 minutes.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Mary Steenburgen learned how to horseback ride for this scene.
So this, like right here, this right now is genuine, but you'll see it like all the outside shots for stunts. It's reversed.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the footage. I'm gonna keep my eye on this. October 27, 1985, 8 a.m. We're cruising at already 25 miles an hour, Doc. I'm throwing in your Presto logs.
Yep.
Oh, there goes one.
Yep.
But there's two, and now there's three.
Oh yeah.
Marty, the new gauge on the dashboard will tell us the boiler temperature. It's color-coded to indicate when each log will fire green, yellow, and red.
Hey, Doc, this would have been nice to know yesterday.
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday. Which when did that movie come out? Was that 98? I want to say it was 98.
98.
98. So we missed the 25-year window, unfortunately. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry, producer. We'll do it in another 3 years. I mean, I'm assuming producers like Wedding Singer. You like Wedding Singer?
Yes, I love
So here we go. Right
I
now.
was going to say, I mean, that's one of the better Sandler movies, but still.
Mhm.
Marty, I'm coming aboard. All right, so here comes the footage, Chris. Is this the footage you're talking
Right
about?
now, it's actually being pulled, not being pushed.
All right, let me see this. Hold on. So she gets off the horse, right?
It's really noticeable when they look straight down.
Straight
You look
down.
at
It's going to be
tracks.
reverse footage.
Watch.
Oh, I'm watching, Chris. Believe
Come
me. I got my eye
on.
on it. She's crawling, though. She's crawling. Better hold on to something, Doc. The yellow line's about to blow. Wow.
Golly.
Oh, golly.
Oh, golly.
Come on, come on. 40. We're going 40.
If you look at the steam, too.
Yep. That's a small angle there. Come on. Where's the footage? Where is it? Come on. Nope. She finds her way into the cab. Jeez. She's saying it louder as it says on our captions here.
Right there, right there.
Oh, you're right. There it
You
is.
can see the backwards. They didn't shift it right. And so you could see it going backwards instead of forwards.
We just passed 45, Doc. Go for it. He keeps walking. He keeps walking. And Clara's like, well, what am I going to do to get his attention?
There it is again.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, God.
What are you doing?
Doc, what's happening? It's Clara. She's on the train. Clara. Perfect. That's another
Doc,
Marty.
the windmill. You'll never make it.
He's in the cab. The windmill. Doc, we just passed the windmill. We're going past 50. You will never make it.
You know,
Then we're
now
gonna
that
have
I was
to take
thinking
her
about it,
back
do you
with
think
us.
he adapted the hoverboard technology to the train?
Well, they did it pretty quickly.
Well, it can't be that quick because they had two kids.
Oh yeah, that's right. They must have fast forwarded the footage. I don't know. It's the fact that he's able to jump from 1885 all the way to 1985 so fast with the hoverboard and everything. That just you definitely got to suspend your disbelief on that one. But then again, it is time travel, so. By the way, great score, Alan Silvestri. If you're watching,
no, we did a great job.
I think the Western score of this movie and
it's really good.
And by the way, the whole train sequence between Clara and Doc.
And
Marty
this
and
music
Helen
is actually very similar to the some of the Roger Rabbit music, also.
Oh,
Like when he's and then the tunnel going to Toontown. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's good stuff.
that's it. You're doing fine.
Look out.
And I can't hear you, producers. You're trailing off. Did I catch a niner in there? Were you calling from a walkie-talkie? No, it was a cordless.
There we go.
It's about to
Red
burst.
log's about to blow.
Red log's about to blow. Come on, producer. Here we go. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That obviously was not the real train.
Yeah, that is so CGI when she's hanging off that train, man. Because her dress would have ripped apart in seconds. It would not have taken like 2 minutes for it to rip apart. And there it is again. Thank you, producer. The background.
Yeah, the dangling stuff is set up as well. It's set up.
See, she keeps falling, man. It's so fake. It's so CGI. Doc, I'm gonna slip it overboard. I really wish we had hoverboards, though. That'd be so cool. Marty, watch out!
Shot at it, Marty.
There's a track ends at half a mile. What does that say? Oh, quarter mile, not a half
Quarter
a mile.
mile,
Quarter
yeah.
mile. That's a big difference, guys.
Damn it!
Help! I'm sorry. Doc, you ready, Doc? Doc, you ready? Are you ready? Catch it! Yes, yes. Great score by Silvestri. Knocked it. I think he knocked it out of the park in the third. I mean, the first one's iconic, but at the same time, like the third one is just if not better. Oh, he got her now. Oh, look at the beautiful scenery. Oh, wait, no, that's fake.
Well, yeah, it's a composite shot, bro. What are
Oh
you
my
gonna do?
gosh, look how fake that is. Oh, oh. And he puts his hat on because he's not going back to the West anymore. I know, right? Chris, it's great, isn't it?
Oh,
Here comes the model train. They threw over the cliff.
That's a perfect shot right there, I gotta say.
Well, so they only do it once. So they set up like 8 different cameras for it.
8 different cameras just for
Something
one
like that,
shot?
yeah. Well, they
Dude.
had to get all the angles they wanted to get.
Oh,
So they all just shot the same one from different angles.
that's rough.
One on the couple on the ground, couple overhead. Yeah.
There he goes. There he goes.
I wouldn't have
There he
blown up.
goes. No, I think it would have blown up. I think it would have. Yeah. Whatever that sound effect was.
Oh shit, that's Ben Burt.
Ben Burt. Yeah. He's not going to be at the con this weekend though. So hey, look, it's Eastwood Ravine.
Clever.
That's Eastwood Ravine, fellas.
Old Shonash Ravine.
Hilldale.
Hey, look, it's Hilldale.
Hilldale.
It says Hill Valley's newest homes, not their the oldest, but the newest homes.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody,
we're gonna live someday.
There's like 4 cars there, and they're like, "What the frack is going on here?"
Yeah.
I love the 1980s.
Hey, there it is. There it is. Yeah. There's like 3 or 4 people there, maybe 5. Did you notice that? Oh, 2 of them got out of their car. Look at that. Was there a train that was supposed to come through there? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Whoa! And they only got 1 shot at this, right?
One shot at that.
This was 1 shot at this.
They did it on a closed track, and yeah.
Yep.
Closed track, no civilians.
Well, it's the same thing. You set up like 5 cameras so you get all the angles.
Where I live,
if
a train hits a vehicle,
what does happen?
It stops.
It stops?
It doesn't
really?
just keep. Oh no, because he would have saw it. He would have hit the brakes. That thing eventually would have stopped. It wouldn't have just kept going.
Oh, okay.
It would have stopped. This train never stops. That train conductor guilty of hit and run.
Guilty of
hit and run.
Thank you. So Chris just became the National Traffic and Safety Board. So thank you.
So no, the real truth, my grandfather was a conductor for the railroad and an engineer for the railroad for many years.
Hey, that's a lot of history. You know your history. It's very good.
Oh, I love the train.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, I grew up around trains too, Chris.
Well, here on the West Coast, it's not really as big a thing, but I know East Coast, like trains.
Well, like I said, I grew up around trains because my dad took me to the B&O Railroad Museum. We had train gardens at our house during Christmas season, as a lot of people may well know. So they were fun times.
Where we live, we do have one of the top 10 most used train lines in the nation, and the largest or the most used train line on the West. Everything else is East Coast. Yep.
You going cowboy, huh? Watch it, Biff.
And there's your replacement, George.
Where is you going to the lake, Marty?
Jeffrey, what's his name? The guy, the replacement George.
Oh, what's his name? It's Jeffrey White. Was it Jeffrey Wiseman?
Jeffrey Wiseman, yeah, the replacement George. Yeah.
Hey Marty, who are you supposed to be? Clint Eastwood? Right, I gotta go get Jennifer. I thought you went to the lake. You wore that to the lake? I really like that hat, Marty.
Hey, you know what Jeffrey Wiseman was in?
Tail
Rider with Clint Eastwood.
I was not aware of that.
There you go. So
he was in Pale freaking
He's
Ryder.
a freaking Ryder. Yeah.
Yeah, but did he play one of the La Hood's goons, or does he play one of the good guys?
I don't know. I don't know who he plays. I'm saying.
Darn it! All right, I gotta
He's
go.
in it, though. But
Someone's got to go IMDb, and we got to find that out.
He's in it with Richard Dysart. So there you
I
go.
love that little jingle, the time jingle.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Elizabeth Shue, who's been sleeping for the last year.
He's got a pretty cool filmography if you go look it up. A lot of really cool movies.
Sir, that is not consent. That is not consent.
It's his girlfriend. What are you talking
It's his
about?
girlfriend.
No,
I was gonna say, Chris, I think you overreacted to a couple of sequences.
It's not a stranger. It's his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's the love of his life, Chris. It's the love of his life. All right. It's the you know, what do you call it? The Leia to his Han Solo.
I've been married for almost 18 years, and I still know no means no.
She didn't. It's like waking up your girl in the morning. What are you talking about? Shut
Oh
up.
no,
Like,
no, that is
Sean, bro.
forbidden. That is forbidden. We do
Oh,
not wake.
jeez.
We
You
do
think you
not
need to
wake.
have a conversation with your wife then?
I was gonna say, are we in the middle of an episode of the Moral Authority Police here? Like, what is?
No, my wife's not a morning person, so we do not wake the wife in the morning.
Okay, because I was gonna say we're at 1 hour 46 minutes and what is it called? 37 seconds.
Oh.
Thank you. Don't forget to like and share this, and if you're watching us live on the replay, thank you. If you have any comments about this movie or how crazy Chris has gone during the course of this whole 2-hour movie, let us know in the comments.
One less appearance of needles.
By the way, this is my favorite part of the movie right
Gosh,
here.
the days when you could just ride in the back of a truck bed.
How's it hanging,
Nice
McFly?
set of wheels. See what
Wheels.
you can
Do what you can
do.
do. Next screen live.
Yeah, no, just like the next screen guy.
No thanks.
Chicken.
What's the matter? Chicken?
Flea, right?
It's a chicken, McFly. Ah! Marty, don't grab hold of something. Come on, get on it.
Go.
Yeah, I got.
Dude, Flea is a madman in these movies. He's amazing.
Yeah, but he's great though. You have to admit.
Go. No, he's great.
He's great. I love Flea in this movie. This is his best performance, in my opinion. This is his best one. I love part 3 because of
Well,
this.
it's a good thing there was nobody behind Marty. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, look at his car. I mean, look how fast he pulls a Yui on that.
Yeah.
You didn't do that part. I don't know.
Wait a minute, did you do that on purpose? You think I'm stupid enough to race that asshole? Which in the rated for TV version, it's like, yeah, you think I'm stupid enough to race that? Or they just cut out that scene completely. They cut it.
I think they say idiot or something. Race that idiot or whatever.
Yeah, it's idiot. It's idiot or stupid enough to race that guy or guy. I think it's guy or something. Yeah.
Raced.
Cusco.
He raced, Chris. He raced. Did you notice that?
Listen, of all the things that were destroyed in the DeLorean, all the time and the hover conversion, it's Mr. Fusion that I'm most sad is gone. I want Mr. Fusion.
Going back.
Oh, think of the power things you could if you had a fusion device. Whew.
The fact that she wore the same outfit in both movies. Talk about commitment.
Yeah.
Well, back to back.
Yeah, they were shot back to back, so sure, her scenes probably only took like a day, maybe 2. Sure, I'm gonna miss him, Jen. By the way, do we think that's her real hair, or is that a wig that Elizabeth's wearing?
That's probably her hair.
Okay, she looks great either way. I mean, she looks fantastic.
Those are 80s pants for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Hey, what was that? ELB.
So this train is at Universal Studios Florida.
Yeah. No, I see it all the time.
You see it all the time?
Yeah. If you go down there in the morning, Doc Brown's hanging out by the train.
Hey.
Yeah,
cool.
What I usually
what do you do?
What I usually go ask him when I pass by is I go, "How's the weather in the future, Doc?"
What does he say?
And he just goes, "Oh, beautiful, sunny days."
Do you ever ask him, where are you going now? Are you going back to the future?
Well, no, he has lines for I'm sure every question you ask him. Yeah, like the guy who plays him is fun. He just hangs out.
Clara, these
Jules
are our boys,
and
Jules and Vern.
And watch the him pointing to his. He has to go to the bathroom in a minute. Watch for the point.
Yeah, I remember that.
The little kid on the right. Yeah, watch him.
Right, yeah, the little one.
He taps his pants. Yeah. You ever notice that, babe?
What thing?
The kid on the right, watch him. He has to go to the bathroom during when they were shooting the scene, so he starts tapping on his pants. Watch this. Watch him during the scene.
That's the best story of this entire movie.
Yeah, not here, but in one of the shots you'll see.
Oh, I brought you a little souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great man. That's a great shot. It's great,
I want
Doc.
that prop too.
Thanks.
He's holding it in. See it? He's holding it in.
Yeah, he's doing a little pee-pee dance. Yeah, he can't hold it.
I brought this up from the future, and now it's erased. Of course, it's erased. But what does that mean?
He's saying, "Come here," and he's pointing at it. He's gonna go, "Here, come here and point."
I never noticed that.
It sure is whatever you make it.
He's pointing to like Zemeckis or somebody saying, "I need to go to the bathroom."
We will, Doc. Stand back.
You never noticed that, Chris? It's an infamous
I've
movie.
never
It's great.
noticed that.
It's the
All right,
best.
boys,
You
buck
can't
up.
unsee it now when you watch it. You can't unsee it. It's great.
Hey,
But
Doc.
yeah, I'm thinking that he probably took the technology from the hoverboard and was able to make it work here somehow.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder, where does he go after this?
And he's got another flux capacitor. What? How do you make a flux capacitor?
With
Like-
with
like,
1880s
what is-
technology.
Is
Yeah.
there like dilithium in there or something?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
No, I do not want to watch The Music Man.
Music Man.
Why not?
Dun, 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 dun. And then you get your friendly neighborhood double back.
Yeah, you get a little ZZ
Top.
Top. That's great.
I actually like the Western version of it better.
No, I actually like this version better, but whatever.
No, I like the Western Party version better. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's great.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you this. We have reached the conclusion, the ending of our Back to the Future trilogy celebration of watch-alongs. But fear not, more movie watch-alongs are coming very soon. Final thoughts, Austin, and a scale 1 to 10. What are you giving specifically Back to the Future Part 3?
Yeah, no, I still like Back to the Future Part 3 a lot. Like I said, I've grown to appreciate this sequel a lot more as I've become more of a Western fan as well, and a fan of Clint Eastwood Westerns. As Ryan knows, I love those spaghetti Westerns and whatnot. So I appreciate that more and more. The use of the character actors, I think, is great. I think they did a great job kind of throwing back and giving a nice tribute to that, making it feel as authentic as they could, while still using, the Back to the Future formula. Alan Silvestri stuff is great. His twist on the music is really good. All the performances are great. Mary Stevens is a great addition to the movie. While it's not like overall is kind of a perfect script as like part 1 is, I think, part 1 is just kind of a perfect, script front to back. This one's still very strong. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's still very good and very enjoyable sequel and a nice conclusion. And no, we're never getting Back to the Future Part 4.
No, it's not going to happen. Just out of curiosity, though, real quick, producer thoughts, scale 1 to 10. What do you want to give this one?
About 8.5.
Same thoughts. I'm assuming as the love of your life over here.
Of course.
The Clara Clayton to his Doc Brown, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Isn't that special? Well, Austin, I know you got prior commitments, so why don't you tell the person who's watching or listening right now, if they want to know more about your opinions on great films and Westerns and all the tournament fights that are going down, where can they follow you?
Yeah, over on the Movie Hero Network is right below my name right there. You can mostly find me hosting or co-hosting things over there. Yeah, we do tournament fights, tier ranker fights, Wheel of Movies. It's kind of a deep dive thing we do over there, Seen and Heard Trivia, all kinds of good stuff over on the Movie Hero Network. And we also have a Facebook group you can follow just called the Movie Hero Network as well. Ryan posts a lot of his links over there, and we have some other great people who make content around that community also. So you can find us all over on the Movie Hero Network. And thanks as always for having me, Ryan. I guess I'll see you next week for Airplane.
Yeah. You didn't know you had another commitment until
I didn't know I did, yeah. But if you need me, Ryan, he puts out the Pez signal, like the bat signal, and then I'll answer the call when he needs me. So,
and I appreciate every time you do so, sir. So thank you for being here, and producer, thank you for being with us as well. If you want to get re-educated on the plane,
I do have to jump to another show, but thanks for having me. So if I disappear, I apologize for.
Yeah, no, it's good. I was just going to say, producer, if you want to revisit Airplane with us next week, you're more than welcome.
I'm sure she will.
Of course.
You're such a sweet producer. Have fun, kids. We'll catch you on the flip side. You're wonderful people inside and out for sure. Chris, just out of curiosity, final thoughts on this one? Scale 1 to 10.
So historically inaccurate. No,
don't give me that. But for Back to the Future Part 3 specifically, I want to hear your final thoughts on this movie. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give it?
This is my favorite of the trilogy. I can watch this over and over again and enjoy it. I know I play that I pick on it, but in
Despite
reality,
its inaccuracies.
oh yeah. But you know what? It's so much fun. And again, science fiction and westerns don't usually mix. It doesn't usually happen. And I think this is a really great example of how you can make it work. And it's fun and it's entertaining and it's a great bow for the franchise. And to give Doc a little, not a little more, a lot more focus in this, and to show him to be human, to be more than just a genius. He's a man and he can love, he can feel. It's very enjoyable, a lot of fun, great family film. And watching it now, again, I'm playing along, for the shtick and all of that, but it's just like when I was watching it once a kid, following DSV and watching this, and I enjoyed it. It's a blast. I do recommend, if you ever get a chance, go out to Jamestown, California, Railtown, 1897 State Historic Park, see the train. Unfortunately, the land that the film was on is now closed. It takes a little bit of work to get in there, but see the area, enjoy those experiences. And if you're a fan of this, live the history. For me, rating wise, for me, this is a 9 out of 10.
Wow, those are strong feelings there. Fantastic. And if someone wants to know more about you and the great stuff that you and your team over there are doing, where can they follow you on social media?
So me personally, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at cingle1984, where I will be taking on the Final Fantasy franchise again. I'm going to start from number 1 and broadcast all the way through. I think I have already bought 7. That's still a lot of games to go through. Chrono Trigger, a lot of the Square Enix stuff. So that's Twitch and Twitter. But you can also find me every week on Page Turners They Were Not, with my good friend Brennan the Mystical Mar, where he reviews Star Wars things, but together we review Star Trek. And here in the near future, I'm looking to take on a Babylon 5 project, as I got a really good deal at Walmart. And so we're going to start reviewing Babylon 5 too. So have a lot of fun and check us out. We are available on YouTube, and of course, wherever you can get your podcasts, Apple, Twitch, all of those places.
Fantastic. And it's funny you mentioned DSV, because I watched it a couple years ago, and I got season 1 on DVD, because a friend of mine said, look, if you're going to watch some classic sci-fi television, you got to watch Sequest DSV. So I sat down, I watched it. First season, great stuff. Loved it. Great theme song. Jonathan Brandis, we miss you. You're always going to be missed. Darwin, the talking dolphin, I think it was. Fantastic stuff. You got Roy Scheider going back into the water, even though he told us many times before that he would never go back into the water because of what happened between him and Bruce the shark. But
my mom loved that show, and it's so funny. My wife, really, really, really fast story. My wife worked for a woman. She was in hospice, and she would take care of her, and loved just watching DVDs all the time. And when she passed away, her daughter just gave her this collection of stuff. And so my wife comes walking in. She's like, "What's this Sequest show? It's Jonathan Brandis." She's like, "It's Jonathan Brandis?" So yeah, my wife apparently loves Jonathan Brandis.
Wow.
And so now Sequest is a number 1 in this house.
That's cool. I like the show too. The other thing is about Jonathan Brandis, and by the way, R.I.P. to Jonathan Brandis himself. He starred in 2 other movies that I grew up on as a kid: Never Ending Story 2, The Next Chapter, and of course the Chuck Norris classic Sidekicks. So if you haven't seen any of those pieces of his work, his filmography, unfortunately he's no longer with us. Go ahead and check him out. Sidekicks for free on YouTube. I'm trying to think. I think Never Ending Story 2. The Next Chapter is a Warner Brothers property, so that'll be on Max if you can find it there. If not, it is on physical media, so you can definitely buy it for like $5. And then Sequest DSV has been digitally remastered on Blu-ray. It's got a little bit remastered on DVD. I have DVD of season 1, so check those out. Fabulous stuff. But with that being said, Chris, you're the man, and thanks for being with us. I'm going to talk to you here again momentarily if you got a moment to spare. But for me, I love this movie. Back to the Future Part 3 is my favorite of the sequels, not overall of the trilogy, but it is my favorite of the sequels, Chris. I just want to point that out, okay? Let me make that perfectly clear. It's a Western that just happens to include little things like sci-fi elements in it, Chris. But it's a fabulous movie, very enjoyable, great soundtrack, right, Chris? Great score by Alan Silvestri. He's a master of his craft. And this is a fun movie. Why wouldn't anyone enjoy this? So I encourage you to check out the Back to the Future trilogy. This concludes our Back to the Future trilogy watch along. We did the first one last week. We enjoyed the third one this week. We did the watch along for the 35th anniversary of Back to the Future Part 2 last year, which once again, all these watch alongs are available to you on our Movie Nerds playlist on the YouTube channel. So check it out. It's all there. You can go back and watch some of our past watch alongs. We've had a lot of great discussions, and Chris has been involved in a number of those discussions over the years. And Austin, of course, has been involved in a lot of great discussions too. So check them out. I think you're really going to enjoy them. And if you can take Chris yelling at you when things are inaccurate or things have gone haywire and he's not happy with how they're being portrayed, you may get that in some of our past watch. Chris, I love you, brother. I really do. But the fact that you just go off on these tangents it's something to behold. I'll just put it to you that way. But you're the man, Chris, and I love you because you're my brother. So thank you for joining us. I give this movie, Back to the Future Part 3, I'm going to give it a solid, I want to say, you know what? I enjoy this more and more as I get older. I'm going to give it a 9, Chris. I'm going to give it a 9. 9 out of 10. I love this movie. Go and see it. Watch it. Listen to it. Whatever you got to do. Take your family to see it. It's great. It's wonderful. The whole trilogy is really good in its own special way. Isn't that right, Chris? So yeah, check it all out. It's there. It's streaming. You can find it. And it's on physical media such as DVD and Blu-ray. It's been remastered or digitally re-put together numerous times. We're on the road to 5,000. Once we do, we're going to have a live stream that will include special giveaways that the person who's watching and listening to this right now, is going to be eligible to win. We also have merch. We got hoodies, we got shirts, we got stickers, we got coffee mugs, stationery, all kinds of great stuff. So check that out. Anti-quotas on Saturdays, 12 p.m. Eastern. Movie watch-alongs are on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So check us out. We got a lot of great things coming your way for the rest of this year of 2025 and beyond. Remember, here at Anti-Quote Channel, embrace the nerd within you. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when the videos go up or go live. And happy 35th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of one of the greatest, most celebrated trilogies of all time, the Back to the Future trilogy, but more specifically, happy 35th anniversary to Back to the Future Part 3.
You haven't seen the Back to the Future trilogy until you've watched it on Blu-ray.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Universal Pictures brings to you
Hello? Think, McFly.
the most timeless trilogy ever.
I finally invent something that works.
Each film in the groundbreaking franchise on Blu-ray.
Great Scott.
Back to the Future.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future Part 2.
Smile, Doc.
Back to the Future Part 3. Featuring high-definition picture
Everything looks great.
and theater-quality sound.
Great Scott.
I know, this is heavy.
Each film includes hours of bonus features, plus interviews with the cast and crew.
Okay, let's shoot.
From director Robert Zemeckis and executive producer Steven Spielberg, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Emmett Brown. Own the Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Collection on Blu-ray and DVD.
Rock and roll.